now that we got you on, let's get to know you a bit better, Taylor.
Okay.
Because I know we've met up. We've met up at, you know, at the aquarium.
Yeah.
Where
We met at an aquarium. Well, or that was our first time seeing each other in real life. We saw each other at an aquarium.
Mhm.
You tried to rob me of my chapstick because your lips were chapped. And
Listen, you were out, and I was like, I'm out, but you got some on your lips. I had to ask your wife or your roommate. My bad, your roommate. For
my
permission.
permanent roommate, thank you.
Permanent
Yes,
roommate for
which was
permission.
which always wins her
And
over. So that was super nice of you.
She gave me a look and told me you best not, and I best not see it when you do it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna back off on this one. I'll stay chapped.
I'll stay chapped.
I'll stay chapped.
Okay,
So, yeah.
perfect. That was on my list of things, is to get you to say I'll stay chapped. So that's one thing off the list there.
Oh yeah, one off the bucket list with the one and only Tales of Taylor. Please go sell that twitch.tv/TalesofTaylor. I hate that that's become such a meme where it just comes out naturally from a majority of our mouths.
Every time I see Jav, there's a few people. Every time I see them, I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's twitch.tv/Jav Jav66. You know, that's just their name now.
Exactly. like honestly, and everyone, including Tizzy's, Javs, Sheepwaves. Every time we're like, hey, you guys should go sub to twitch.tv/TalesofTaylor. It's like it's become like a tongue twister where
it's a good meme. It's a good meme.
Oh shit, you can only hear me in your left ear again.
Oh, this is so devastating. How did you even do that? I didn't even know you could do that.
I know, same. I have honestly, I have
Oh, you're right. I can only hear you out of my left ear also. I mean, I'm sorry, your left, not your right. My bad. My bad.
Oh, good. No, it's the change. It's definitely the change from OBS, from Streamlabs to OBS.
Oh,
So-
you were using slobs.
Yeah, I was using
had no-
slobs. the whole
Oh my
time.
gosh, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You
I
poor
found
thing.
Yep, I found the issue. I'm gonna go ahead and restart the stream very quick, and I'm gonna
Okay.
change it very quick because it's on
Oh, do
stereo
you-
instead of mono. That's why
You have to restart the stream to do that?
Yeah, you have to restart the stream
Oh,
to switch from
wow,
stereo
okay.
to mono.
Okay.
So you guys give me one quick second. We'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you guys can hear my my audio better now in both ears instead of one.
That would be very epic.
Yep, there we go. I think we're good. Here.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, mind me asking, when it comes to streaming and everything, what program do you use? Like, were you someone that used continuously started OBS or?
I made the mistake of also using slobs back in the beginning. You know, slobs had, for one part of themselves, they had made like this. It was kind of simple, right? And it was simple for me because that was the first thing that I decided to use because everybody else was using it, and I didn't even know about OBS. And then I finally got OBS actually thanks to Quick Panic. He was like blah blah blah, use OBS blah blah, and then I was like, okay, well I heard him say some words in that sentence, so I decided to finally download OBS. I didn't get it at first, but then as time went on, it only took me like a few days, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And it's so much simpler. It's not laggy when I open it up at all. OBS has never crashed on me, when slobs had crashed multiple times, and you know, all sorts of other stuff. So yeah, no, OBS I switched to, I want to say, like, you know, it wasn't even this year. It was like at the end of last year, I think. So
Oh yeah. Okay.
for 6 months, about 6 months, I was consistently streaming with slobs.
Yeah, because after the issue was like when I first heard about slobs, I'm like, holy crap! OBS was never part of Streamlabs.
Yeah, nope.
And then
nope.
now they're a bunch of you know, big as the kids
Big-
call them, doo-doo heads. My
Yeah,
language.
they're very not poggers, as the kids would say.
Yep, not very pog champ of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely made me cry and throw up.
Exactly, because I actually started with OBS, and then I went to Stream Elements, but all of a sudden one update for Stream Elements just ruined everything for me because it kept on cutting my stream short.
Really?
Yeah, like Stream Elements, every time I used it, I think it would last like 10 minutes per stream, and then the stream would just cut completely.
So
So
you've been using OBS for how long now?
regular OBS, I started what, maybe a year and a half ago. So I used
Oh, okay.
regular OBS for maybe like 3 months, and then I switched over to Stream Elements for about
Oh,
like 8 months, and then all of a sudden one of the new updates kicked in, messed everything up, and then I started using slobs instead because it was just a little bit more easier to handle.
I see.
But,
Dang.
but it's, oh man, dude, it sucks. It sucks to hear that something like that did something, as dirty as, no one would have thought they were that dirty
Yeah,
of a
OBS has
developer.
always implemented their software as a free to use. It's a free to use code.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Oh yeah. But
yeah,
you know, talking a little bit less about streaming and stuff.
yeah,
Before you did Twitch and everything, you did YouTube, right? They all started off on YouTube for you.
So you want me to take you back to the beginning?
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go
Okay.
for it.
So when I was in high school, YouTube interested me a ton. I was already into video making, so I had taken film classes in high school and stuff like that. So already making content, when I was 17, 18, and this was just our big thing. Like my dream was to be, back then, it's constantly changing. I'll never know what I want to be when I grow up, but I wanted to be a producer.
Mhm.
And so we were set to go to like a film school and stuff like that, but long story short, with like some complications in life, I ended up not being able to go. I used to live in California. This was in
Oh.
California at the time. And but back then we were making stupid like little YouTube videos, and we had this channel called Boxed Cat Co. But it was spelled like the boxed was spelled BOCKSED. It was boxed, and then cat was spelled KHAT. So it was called Boxed Cat Co. BKC for short, and we just made some silly little videos. We made some music videos and like some skits. Like that was the thing to do back then on YouTube, was to
Yeah.
do skits, because those were the most popular things. Especially with Smosh being like the forerunner of stuff
yeah.
like that.
It
And
was-
and over time, YouTube's always constantly evolved into different types of content creation. Most of the
Yeah.
time now, you see a lot of people just kind of commenting on things, which is
Mhm.
has been a good form of entertainment. But yeah, that's where we started. We started with Boxed Cat Co. And then I had moved, and then I was like, well, I still want to make content, so I was still doing some like vlog type stuff. And then I met somebody here, a friend of mine named Andrew, and then we made a channel called 2Ever, and that was going to be more skit styled things. So we were working on like some silly little skit movies, and like just things that we thought were funny at the time, which are not. They're just cringy to look back on. I hate using that word, but they just are. And then and also in high school we had this channel called Couch Potatoes Kids, and it was a show. Yeah, it was a little show where it was me and my little brother and our friend, and we were just on a couch, and just random weird things would happen. Like one of us ended up getting the power to transport. One of us would just be playing the Wii. There was one video where we were pretending we were in Jersey Shore. So like, and some of those videos did pretty well back then. And then it finally, fast forward into me just continuing to make content and stuff like that. I finally ended up like seeing people find stuff in the dumpster, right? And I was like, dude, this is cool. It's free stuff, because I love collecting things, and I love adding to my game collection. I love having things complete in box, and obviously finding things for a good price and stuff like that. And so when I saw this article that was actually shared on IGN, of all places, they made an article about OK Chief 420, who found, like, he was making videos on YouTube where he found stuff in the dumpster. So we were like, we can do that. So we went out and we found some stuff. And the first night when we were like, okay, there's stuff exists, so let's just keep doing it. We just kept doing it and putting it on YouTube. And it was like really lazily sloppy. Like I was finally not caring about the content that I was making. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to cut it up and just slap it on YouTube. And then finally, of course, that's the thing that like popped off. And I was like, dang. Maybe I should have put a little bit more love into this. So then over time, we actually ended up making a show out of it. Like a TV-esque show where we shot, like we did cut interviews with a green screen. We had an intro. we had music, we had, like I said, yeah, the cut style interviews and stuff like that, and it was like an actual show, and it was filmed in a higher quality camera and everything, and people were just like, yeah, I miss the videos whenever you guys just filmed with your iPhones, and I was just like, wait, what? Come on, man, I'm putting production value into something, and yeah, and then I just continued to do that for a while, and it was popping off, and I was like, you know what? No, I can make something better. When I finally tried to make something better, I kind of just fell into this there's this, it was, I don't know how I would even say it, like this complication, I guess, because most people wanted this, I wanted to make this, and half the audience was like cut in half, and then finally it just I kept doing this divide in content, and eventually it just kind of broke me, and I was like, I'm just gonna stop for a while. So I did stop, and then but in that time I was like, well, I've always wanted to do Pokemon stuff, so then I made my Pokemon channel, PokeTot, Pokemon Tales of Taylor, and that was really fun, and it still is fun because I'm still continuing to do that, and I upload there almost weekly, and some of those videos have done really well, and I have fun looking back on a lot of them and stuff like that, because it's like there's this documentation now forever on that channel of either whatever cards I had pulled and opened, shiny Pokemon that I've found, and stuff like that, and now finally we come to today where a new video just came out where not on Pokemon, not on PokeTot, sorry, but on my main channel, Tales of Taylor, the one that was afflicted with this conflict of content, I guess you would call it. Conflict of content. I like that. That works.
Oh, yeah. Conflict of content. And by the way, that video I watched this morning. Oh, it was hilarious. seeing you guys go through just the weirdest sequel games that, some of the companies, you look at the companies who made the games and you're like, are they still alive? Probably not.
Yeah. There's a lot of these games where you'll look at the publisher and the publisher of the games, you're just like, I've never heard of this. So then that means this game has to be, it's either gold or it's like aluminum, you got to kind of figure it out, and that's the point of the show, is because the Wii has so many oddities and obscure titles, and I feel like it hasn't really been explored enough. There is over 1,500 Wii games, so the whole preface of the show and for it was just for us to just like say, hey, let's make a show about this. The theme would be like, there's games with the number 2 in the title, and that's that. And like I was saying earlier, kind of backtracking, like that is where I am now in making, I'm kind of like juggling and making content, on stream, on Tales of Taylor, and on PokeTot. And, right now I'm not overwhelmed, and I feel really good about it. And I'm hoping that it people take a liking to this new content, because I feel like I've grown as a content creator on Twitch, and my PokeTot channel has been really nice. I've been able to collab with some great people, and then with Tales of Taylor, I haven't posted on there in 2 years, and I've finally come back. And I was a bit nervous to come back when I haven't posted in so long, so I didn't know how people were going to take it. And it seems like it's doing what I thought it would be doing, and excuse me. And I can only hope that it only grows from there, because we're already filming the second episode of the Wii show.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, honestly, it probably, I can understand, like, it must have been really kind of like hesitant, like very hesitant of like just clicking that publish button, right? Just because we filmed this 3 years ago. We filmed the Wii show 3 years ago. Alex and I did, and then I was like, yeah, cool, I'll start uploading it because I'm going to be doing this new content. And then just life happened, and I wasn't in the right place for content creation for that channel. That channel was what felt overwhelming to me. But now I'm in this mindset, and it's a good mindset to be in, of I don't care. Like, I want to be able to have fun with my content creation, and people are going to watch it, if they want to. And that's the whole deal. And of course, I want it to do well. But I can't control that. And letting that go and just being like, this is just what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to feel about it. And whatever happens, happens. Oh, yeah. So, I think that's like the best mentality to have. It's just when you're finally just like, to heck with it. I'm just going to do what I love. I'm just going to just do it. Like Nike says it, but okay, I'm going to get canceled because copyright claims.
No, exactly. Yeah,
Mhm.
I wanted to be able to just, have fun with my content, and seeing as how, like I said, we filmed that 3 years ago and I just never followed through with completing it. I had edited a big chunk of it, like 70% of it. So I only needed to finish the last 30%, which I finished in this past month. And it's a 36-minute long video, and I feel really good about it. I feel good with the editing. I feel good with the comedy of it. And for
Mhm.
episode 2, I'd like to go even harder with it. And we already have some planned themes, and we're gonna have. I think we're gonna do another vote on Twitter about what the themes are going to be, or we might do a vote on Discord or on Twitch. I have no clue, but we're filming it tomorrow, so yeah, I'm
Oh
excited.
wow. Yeah, I'm hyped to see what comes out of the like episode 2. Probably no matter
Yeah,
what, it's definitely gonna be like hilarious and just a
yeah,
fun
yeah.
time to watch.
I'm
I
super
mean,
excited. I'm super excited.
yeah, I mean, and plus, it was a lot of footage you guys got for the first video because that was like what?
Oh yeah.
That was a lot of games you guys went
It
through.
was,
Just
it was actually
yeah.
6 games.
Mhm.
We played another game called Pets Horses 2. That I did not put in. I didn't include it, but I might upload that as a separate video on like Sheep in the Law on our meme channel or
Mhm.
something. Because even going back again to all the YouTube channels that I keep creating, Sheep in the Law is my meme channel with my
Mhm.
brother-in-law, and we've just been uploading all of our videos that we've done before that we just had no place to upload them, or it's just deleted footage or something like that. But like I said, we played through Pets Horses 2 for a little bit, and it was too long for the video, and there wasn't enough that was happening in it. They were like trying to incorporate this weird story mode, and it just didn't work. So we were just like,
Oh,
yeah,
story
we're gonna
mode.
just yeah. It was like rate
Oh
your
my gosh.
pre-horse from birth, and we were like, oh man, I really hope they show some horse birth in this game. Man, that's gonna be amazing. So, anyways,
No
we just
way.
the video, and now we're just we've got some cool stuff planned uh for the next episode. So yeah, I hope that answer. I mean, I kind of answered what my beginning journey in a nutshell on YouTube, all of just YouTube. So
Oh yeah, no, but yeah, it's. I mean, it's a long time coming, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't come in until you were streaming on Twitch with Tizzy,
no, yeah,
him
mhm,
rating you. But I
yep,
took a look at all your old videos, and I was like, holy crap, this guy dumpster dives, but he finds a lot of cool stuff in like the GameStop dumpsters. Like if we go back if we can go back a little bit on that topic with the dumpster
yeah, yeah,
diving
yeah.
videos, has there ever been just like a moment where it's like kind of like a scary moment for you, for like just you in general, where you're like, oh crud, I might get
Yeah,
jumped, or I might get the cops
1000%.
called on me. Uh,
So, and this is all documented. It's all in videos on that channel.
mhm.
Um, every time, and this happened, I want to say, because we've gone out hundreds of times. Every single time a cop interacted with us, any sort of police officer, a deputy, a sheriff, whatever, they were
Yeah,
always cool with it. None of
I
them
see.
cared. If
Yeah.
you straight up were just like, this is what I'm doing. Oh, we're just dumpster diving. Like anytime we got caught,
Mhm.
we were just honest with it. They were like, okay, well, be safe. All right, bye. And there
Yeah.
was even one cop that just walked up to us. He was like, well, hope you guys don't mind. I just add to your pile, because he had a bag of trash that he was gonna throw away. And so we were like, yeah, no, that's sure.
Yeah.
That's fine. Security guards, though, were the worst. They had some
uh
sort of power, like, mindset that was
like a
just
power
wrong.
trip.
Yeah, they definitely were power trips, because they were like, you can't be here, yelling at us, cursing at us, and like threatening us and stuff like that, and like kicking us out. And then there was even one time where was this dude that was recording us. He drove by and he was like, you guys can't do that. You guys need to leave right now. And he took out his camera and he was recording us, and we were like,
Mhm.
we're
Yeah.
recording too, you idiot. We're literally documenting this. Why are you? What are you?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do? Like, where?
It's not
All
trespassing
this
too,
stuff is gonna
right?
be. Yeah, it's not
Exactly.
trespassing. You can't do it on private property. If you're dumpstering
Yeah.
on private property, that's illegal. But
Exactly.
like,
But you guys were doing
no,
it like public
yeah,
property. It's
we knew the
outside of
law, and
GameStop.
yeah,
Mhm.
we knew the law. And every time a cop, like I said, a cop tried to come up and talk to us, the cops were always cool with it.
Mhm.
But there was one time, very awkward. There were these people. We were diving one time, and these people, like, they just came up, and they did not even say a word to us. They just jumped in the dumpster with us. I was inside of a dumpster.
No way.
And this guy just jumps in, and then he goes, I go, oh, hey, you know,
Come here often?
yeah, I don't remember what I said. I asked him some question. I was like, how's it going? And then he just looks at me dead in the face and just goes, we don't have to talk. And I just went,
So weird.
okay, well then, and then they left. And I was like, that was really weird. I don't even know why that happened. I thought maybe I was gonna get stabbed or something, but I didn't. And no, it was really dangerous. Like, there were people who recognized us at night too, and some of the dumpsters were like spray painted with, you know, F Tales of Taylor, and like some people would leave notes in the dumpster for us that said like, you know, don't come here again, you know, Tales of Taylor, and like, you know, because they knew they would watch the videos and they knew where we were, they knew where we went. So
yeah, that's so weird that some people would make the effort to do that kind of stuff. And they should, I mean, listen, you're spray painting government property pretty much, so those guys are at higher risk of getting in trouble with the cops than you are, because you know you're jumping in, you're just finding, you're dumpster diving. It's not illegal, it's fair game, it's on public property. But the moment you see those guys that are like spray painting it and everything, you're like, dude, what you're doing, good luck. You can get fined for that.
Yeah, no,
I'm just chilling.
It's really dumb. I don't understand why. Like, I don't know. I guess they were just jealous that we were finding stuff and making videos about it or something like that. Like, so, yeah.
And talking about finding stuff, what would you say was your best find out of all the videos that you've made and all the times you went dumpster diving at a GameStop?
We found a copy of Pokemon Soul Silver. I found a copy of Shin Megami Tensei 4 sealed.
Oh, still sealed?
Still sealed. I found a Super Nintendo Mini. I found a Sega Game Gear.
Oh my gosh.
I found there's a few rare PS1 games. You know, I'm trying to think what was like we found a PS3 and a Wii. Two PS3s.
Still
two
functional
PS3s,
and everything, right?
Still working.
Oh my gosh.
There was two original Xboxes we found. We found an Xbox One that did not work. Did not work. But yeah, for the most part, I would just say it was. I don't know. I can't think of like what my favorite find would be, but it would. I guess it would probably be the Super Nintendo Mini. I guess because I never had one, and to find that was like, oh no, actually, okay, this one's probably stupid, but this is like one of my most treasured things now. We found back in the day, before Nintendo and Pokemon Company and Game Freak would say like, hey, here's your Pokemon, like here's your Pokemon, just download it on this code, here you go, you know, willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Back then, you had to go to an in-person event to get specific Pokemon, whether it's a shiny Pokemon or whether it's like a legendary. So Mew is accessible through in-person events, and if you got a Mew added to your Pokemon Yellow game, or Blue or Red, you got an actual paper certificate. It was an authentication code, basically, that said, you got this Mew. This is a real Mew.
I remember this. My uncle was all about it too. Like he was there, there when it came out and everything, and he has it in his room still. Like,
this was in like 1996. Yeah, it's a really cool piece of paper, and I found one in the trash. And I've kept it ever since. I don't understand why.
Away stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't understand why.
Man, maybe I might need to go like midnight, go to a GameStop and just dumpster dive a few times. Probably.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because, you know, I had met so many people at the height of that, and every time, you know, everybody was like, "Dude, that's really cool," and you know, it was cool for a little bit, and they would always ask like, "Well, will you take me?" You know, and I'm like, you want to go to trash with me? Okay, I guess if that's what you want to do, let's go. So I brought plenty of different friends and stuff like that just to go with us, and it was always an adventure because you really never knew what you were gonna find or who you were gonna run into, and and thankfully it never really got too dangerous for us. So
that's really good then. That, like, you know, nothing was. You guys weren't like robbed at gunpoint, or, you know.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I haven't done it in like 2, maybe almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
So
hey, I mean, heck, man, you finding all that kind of stuff too, like 2 PS3s, and like I think Ash said it on in the chat, saying that you guys traded both of them in for a PS4. The amount of money saved from that, just from finding
yeah.
2 used PS3s
So
in the trash.
I felt bad about doing stuff like that, but I also wanted to make sure that all the stuff worked. Like whenever I
Yeah.
traded that stuff in, like I made sure that it worked and that it was legitimate, like the games were real, whatever, like, so like I never wanted to like rip off the store,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? I was already getting free stuff from them, but it's just it's weird that like when some people trade in their stuff and they don't pick it back up and they can't GameStop can't take it for some reason, they just throw it away. It's
Yeah.
it's a weird rule that they implemented in their stores or something like that. I don't really understand because not all stores work the same.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
know, yeah, because I know that some games, like let's say for example, if you get like a console off of Amazon or like probably Target, they probably send it to go get refurbished and resell. But I was surprised that GameStop just
GameStop has a refurbished thing that they do.
do?
So I don't understand.
oh yeah, that's weird then that they go through that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it must have been a lot of like just sounds like it's been a lot of stuff just for doing dumpster diving videos and everything. But
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of we challenged ourselves and gone out 30 days in a row, and there was not a single night we didn't find at least one thing, even if it was just a DVD, a crappy DVD. Like every single night we found something. So
yeah. I mean, like continuing on with that, I know like that's dumpster diving was one of the big things that happened on your channel. Like that's where I think, if I'm correct, that's where your channel started booming, right? Like you started seeing more people coming in.
So when I made Tales of Taylor originally, it was just going to be like my comeback into making new content, and I made my first video I made on there was called The Return of Boxed Cat Co. It was a vlog video where I flew back to San Diego and I visited my friends, and we made just this fun little vlog about Box Cat Co. And it was funny and it was good. It was cool. Yeah. And then after that, I had seen the OK Chief 420 article. Then I started doing it, and again, like I said, from then on, just the iPhone style simple videos, people they ate them up, and yeah, it just constantly grew. So
I know that there's also one more video out there that was just, it blew up, but it wasn't your video specifically. It was a video by Evil Cake Studios. That one was one where, like the video. Oh yeah, by the way, if one of the mods, if you guys can find Taylor's newest video on YouTube, please share it in the chat. So whoever hasn't seen it yet could take a look at it, and if you guys like it, give Taylor a follow or sub to him. I follow like Twitch, follow him on Twitch, and sub to him on Twitch as well as YouTube.
The We Show episode 1 is out. Yep. So I know exactly which video you're talking about. It's called Mobsters and Mangoes, which is everyone's favorite video on Evil Cake Studios. Yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking about. But also there's this other video that I'll bring up, since you're not going to bring it up. I'll bring it up. It's called what is it called? It's called something like
is it
maybe you remember the name? What is it?
Was it? I'm trying to think of it. Is it? No, it's not Mob Psycho.
No, not Mob Psycho. Something about zombie.
Seraph of the End?
No, not Promise Neverland either. Yeah, no.
It was an idol. It was an idol one, right? It was like something live.
No, I know what it was. Yeah, something live. Yeah, I think. And it's something that we all loved as a kid. School Live. That's what it was. He decided to make this weird video where and he forced me to be in this video, by the way. I didn't agree to be in it. I didn't want any part of it. And there's even an episode of Dive Time where we are vlogging being in that video. We were vlogging being in that video, so it was it was almost also part of the whole dumpster diving lore. So you could say that the trash comes full circle in that sense. I want to say, it's weird because the School Live video, he trashes on it, but it really is. It's such a good video. It's a great video. The song is good. The lyrics are fine. It's funny, The
Yeah.
live action parts were great. Like it all was good, and
Mhm.
for some reason he's like, well, I could have done better, blah blah blah. Well, we could all do better. Sheepwave TV. We could all do better in anything that we
Just,
do in
just
life.
accept it. You guys popped off with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What a dummy.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a
The good thing
yeah,
he's pretty.
it was a funny and very story accurate like video.
Yeah, exactly. It
Because
was.
yeah, because I mean, for me personally, I watched through it first, and then I found out about School Live Part One. And also, if you can let us in on it, since I know you're like like your permanent roommate has her brother is Sheepwave TV. Has there been any confirmation for Part Two yet?
Oh, well, I can't comment on that, but absolutely yes. There will definitely be. I mean, even if he says no, there's not, we're never gonna make one. I'm positive that one day he's gonna bite the bullet and he's just gonna make one because we're all going to force him to. So.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys
Yeah.
heard it there. You guys can clip it, send it to Sheepwave TV specifically, add them on Twitter, and just say that it's been confirmed that School Live Part 2 is happening.
It is
So,
confirmed. Yep.
It's
Yep.
confirmed.
He said it. He just texted me that he said it's confirmed too.
Yep.
So.
So
Yep.
whoever can clip it, if you guys can, just clip it as many times as you can, and just send it to send it to his Twitter, and just have him know that we all know now that it's confirmed.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
but yeah,
Exactly.
but yeah, all jokes aside though, but man, it was definitely that video was wild. It was just it looked like it just looked like one of those videos where everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame, but that was like months. It goes down in the books. It's not even
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
No, it's not happening. No.
Yeah.
So the dumpster diving is not happening, right? Is that what he means?
I don't know what just happened. I didn't. What are you talking about?
Wait. Oh, sorry. I think it was a little glitch on your Discord.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that.
Are you using the green screen again that you told me you were going to use?
Oh yeah,
Is that why
I'm
it's
using a green screen. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, gotcha.
I'm not
'Cause
actually in a weeb room right now. I would
Yeah.
never I don't even know who I don't know who any of these things are. I don't know what is that Kirby? I don't know.
Yeah, like
Oh, you can't even see- you can't even see it
it
all.
glitched a little bit. It glitched a little bit in the
Oh, okay.
background. I didn't really. I thought something
Yeah.
happened, but that
Yeah,
was weird.
very weird. Yeah, very
Yeah.
weird. But anyways,
But yeah, so going on. Those were your YouTube days. But when was it when you decided to make the switch to Twitch? And was there any reason behind it? Did you just want change, or was it just more of a you're like, I need to start something new? Or
so
something
back
like
in the
that?
day, I don't think I would ever say that I made a switch to Twitch because I never really I wouldn't call it a switch because I do both. I would still consider myself like a YouTuber, but I also stream. And of course, I'd love for the Twitch streams to also continue to do well and to continue to grow because having partner would be really cool. And yeah, that'd just be a really cool goal. But I would say so actually it was about a year and a half ago, in the summertime. I was inspired by a YouTuber and streamer, the Supreme Arcanines, to do, because I was already doing cosplay, I was already doing shiny hunting, so I figured and I loved his style that he was doing, his content, so I was like, I could do that, and I really want to, so I decided to stream doing it, and I just continued with it over and over and over again. And it's cool because, it got Sheepwave into streaming, it got Ash Snapham into streaming, and I met a lot of great people from streaming and stuff like that. But, back then when I was doing YouTube, I was like, yeah, I have a Twitch now, blah, 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 I'm streaming. And, back then, though, my streams were, I would stream once, maybe every 2 months, and I would just play a weird game on my computer, and it would not even be that good of a stream, and really nobody would really even be there or anything like that. So then I finally decided, that was that point a year and a half ago was when I was like, I'm gonna stream consistently and not stop, and I have, and it's only grown and it's only been great. So now I'm almost at 3,000 followers on Twitch, and and I feel pretty blessed about the growth and how much fun I've been having on it and stuff like that. Like, yesterday, we had kind of talked before the podcast started. Yesterday, I did a stream where I was shiny hunting, which is primarily what I do on stream. Is I do a lot of shiny hunting. And what we did was, right before I went live, since SheepwaveTV is also in town, I made a channel point redemption for 2,000 points for people to force Sheepwave to say something cringe. Right? For 2,000 channel points, that can be kind of expensive. So like I didn't and I limited it to only 100. So I didn't think I really didn't think it would actually hit the cap, but 100 times it was redeemed. So
oh my gosh.
Sheepwave had to say 100 cringy things to just injure the audience and me and himself. And honestly, it was golden. I didn't even raid anybody that night. I just ended the stream and we were done. So it's like it never happened. Yeah.
Guys, find the VOD.
And now we're in talks because tonight is Friday, and I know you're a big person that's definitely behind it. I know TizzyQ is definitely behind it. Bringing back Fortnite Fridays. I know that this was a big thing. It's probably the reason why everybody knows TizzyQ.
Taylor, hold on. I don't think Tizzy was supposed to. He didn't announce that yet.
Oh. No, he announced that. I mean, I would say it was years ago, and I think that it's still in the back of his mind, in the back of our minds, that Fortnite Fridays are a thing. And today is Friday, so I'm 100% sure that TizzyQ will be streaming Fortnite tonight.
Oh, dude, did you hear that Naruto got added to the game? And
finally, I can play. I can have a squad of Thanos, Master Chief, Rick Sanchez, and Sasuke Uchiha.
Exactly, dude. We've all watched Naruto. They go through the concept of chakra, but listen, when you're all out of chakra, doesn't mean you're all out of possibilities.
Yeah,
right?
He's got the Rasengan now.
Yep, the Rasengan. That puppy, it shoots out bullets like no tomorrow. I want to get clapped across the map by a sniper rifle. Sasuke or Sakura holding a sniper rifle, and then they just start like Fortnite dancing on me. Who would have thought? That day would happen.
Beautiful. Honestly, it's a work of art, really. I mean,
exactly.
People say that Fortnite is not art, but thanks to TizzyQ, I think Fortnite is art. So, and to his idea of Fortnite Fridays and Minecraft Mondays, and all that stuff happening. So,
and I think he also wanted me to announce on the stream that he's gonna have a game for every single day of the week, because we already have Monday for Minecraft. We have Fridays for Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, true.
And then I think he's going for a TF2 Tuesdays. So that might
That's
happen.
wonderful.
Yeah, and but he hasn't told me anything else. But he's in the works of it. And
I'm really excited for Hello Kitty Sundays. It didn't work. It doesn't really work for the day, but like Hello Kitty Sunday, I think he was trying to make it because it's the Lord's Day.
It's the Lord's Day.
Hello Kitty, so it all kind of went full circle for him. So I like it. I support it.
It makes sense. Hello Kitty is the Lord. No, I'm gonna get a lot of people pissed off at me for saying that. Yeah, I'm gonna. Everyone at my church is gonna get mad at me. Hello Kitty's the Lord.
I heard what you said about Hello Kitty.
Yep. It's all the old folk are gonna look at me and they're like, I saw your podcast last night. You're no longer. You can no longer come back in the church because you think Hello Kitty's your Lord and Savior.
Put him in the dungeon.
Oh God, not again.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much been my Twitch journey. I've been doing shiny hunting, almost every night at least four nights a week. And I've really been enjoying it. It's been stupid fun. I like what I've been doing, and I like my cosplays and stuff like that. And I know how hard I work with Twitch. I always change my layouts. I make a new layout for each of my hunts. I am always I'm trying to always be better and improve my personality and being there just on stream and hoping that people just really like it and they have fun and yeah, I feel blessed with doing streaming and stuff like that. It's been super fun, and I only hope that it continues to grow because, like I said, I see how hard I work, and yeah, I enjoy it.
Dude, by all means, I really I really want to see the day that you get partnered on Twitch, because every day, even though I usually lurk on your streams, but just looking at your chats go off, looking at how much hard work you put into each stream, each layout and everything. It's one of those, you're one of those Twitch streamers that people go on, they're like, this guy deserves to be partnered. He puts so much time and so much love into everything he does. And even the cosplays you do, holy crap, man! All the cosplays that you've done, all the videos like of you getting that shiny in the cosplay, that's like, it's hype. It really is hype.
That's really nice. Like I don't mean to sound like, you know, like self-absorbed in any way, but no, yeah, at the point of like being like egocentric, I feel good about it. Like I feel good about the work and the effort that I put into it, and I hope, you know, it only continues to grow. So yeah, but no, thank you. I really appreciate that. I have fun with it too. So that's like the really big important thing for me, is like I'm having constant fun with doing what I do on Twitch. So.
And then, you know, I'm looking at some of the questions here, and someone actually brought up a really good question too about your hunts. So which cosplay hunt was your favorite to do? Like, just you absolutely loved, and at most, even heck, you can even see yourself doing it maybe one more time.
Let me see. There was one that I had done a few times, but I'm gonna look back on some of these, because like I've done a lot of different dress ups and a lot of different cosplays. I want to say my favorite one might still be, I think it is. Okay, I think my favorite one is I dressed up as like a Fallout survivor from Fallout, like Fallout. And and I wasn't even planning on doing that. That cosplay hunt was not meant to be a cosplay hunt. I had already done 3 phases, which a phase is when I find a shiny Pokemon that's not my target. So I found 3 shinies that were not my shiny. I did not find shiny Stantler. So I was looking for a shiny Stantler, which looks kind of like a radioactive deer, like Tizzy just said. So I named it Radstag once I finally found it. But I found 5 shinies before I found Radstag. So I found like 2 Spinnerax, a Growlithe, and then a Pidgey and another Pidgey. And that first Pidgey made me say, all right, that Pidgey made the bombs drop, and that's like the theme here. So we're just going to go in to the Fallout now, because we phased too many times. Let's find this shiny now. And I'm so glad that I did, because, you know, I found it really fast. And I enjoyed the cosplay. I really loved the layout that I made.
Oh, such a nice layout. The Pip-Boy and everything.
It was super, super fun. And I've only had, you know, more and more fun ever since I did that. And then my most recent one was, you know, I dressed up as Hello Kitty. And that one was really fun too, because it wasn't a tough like cosplay. Like, it's hard when you go into a hunt, like, well, for me, you know, if I'm wearing something like, if I'm wearing heavy stuff and like a lot of stuff, like I could be hot underneath, and, you know, I'll be sitting here for hours, you know, really with just looking for, you know, a different colored pixelated monster, and that's it. And but once I find it, you know, I get to finally keep that in a document. Basically, it's documented in a video, and it's something that I can always look back on, and I have that shiny, and I love being able to look back on that stuff and yeah, and collect them. So,
and that's the cool thing too, is like when you really look at it, a lot of people shiny hunt to shiny hunt, but for you, you know, when you shiny hunt and you get that thing, you can go back and look at it not just as a collection, but more as this moment in my, you know, in my life, like this is what happened and everything. And not just that, but your YouTube videos on PokeTot that you upload them to and everything. It's just it's
and
memories.
That was the original idea. It is, yeah. Thank you. The original idea was to do streaming so I could make content on PokeTot. So, and then I just ended up falling in love with streaming, and it grew and grew and grew into something beautiful and fun, and I think it came out at a good time too, because, you know, that was when the world kind of started, you know, burning, and it's been something to occupy my time, and something that I've had fun with, and work towards. It's not ever really a guarantee that you'll end up being able to make a living off of something like this, but that is something that I want to work towards, and I'm continuing to work on it, and I can only hope that is what happens. And I feel like I've kind of said it too, we're all in the same friend group. Once one of us makes it, like we kind of all kind of can be able to grow from each other's growth, and I can only hope that's what happens, and to be able to help myself and to help my friends and our community and stuff like that, it would mean the world, to me. So
like, because at this point, it's why leave someone behind when you can lift them up with you.
Yeah. For sure.
Because I know that a lot of not I guess nowadays, not a lot, but a good amount of people nowadays are just more like, because Twitch became such a big thing, or streaming in general became such a big thing, everyone's on that race to the top, pretty much. Like, I want to be even not just the top, but I want to be a rich streamer. I want to live the life as a rich content creator. Even during the YouTube days, everyone was like that. The moment Smosh came out, Ryan Higa and his videos came out, everyone was all like, holy crap.
And everyone was making skits back then. And then you see one YouTuber with a slightly different style where they're commenting on other people's videos, that pops off. So then immediately people are like, okay, I should do this, and then that kind of pops off and stuff. So it's cool to see what's really popular with YouTube right now, and I feel like YouTube is in this. It's weird because a big chunk of YouTube and the people that are popping off of YouTube are usually it's just Twitch streams.
Exactly.
It's
like clips.
Highlights of somebody's Twitch streams, and like, I did this on Twitch, and then it's cut up and edited into an actual YouTube video, and it's entertaining to watch. It feels like, and then you only grow from there. You grow this YouTube audience, and then the people who are watching the YouTube video are like, oh, well, I want to see him do this live, and then they come to the Twitch streams and stuff like that, and it's cool. So yeah, but I definitely see how it is like a race in a good way.
Yeah, so it's a good way to it's good to keep yourself occupied with the race, but we always got those people out there that are like streamers out there that are, I wanna be the best. You get left behind. I passed you. I'm better than you. You're done, kind of dealio. Which it kind of annoys me sometimes when I see that, where someone they're not humble. They brag, but they're not humble. Because there's a big difference between streamers that brag about it, but they're humble. They're like, it's like, I did it. I made it to the top. But if it wasn't for this person that streams as well, then I would have ever gotten here.
Yeah,
and I think that's where it should be at.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think a lot of people fear that with fame, it kind of changes you to be this almost overconfident person, and and I get it too. In a way, there's this competition vibe with it, and it's all about numbers and stuff like that. But really, when I look at motivation, what I need to motivate me to continue making content or to work towards making better content, I look to smaller streamers and smaller content creators who are in my circle. Specifically, like, to give a few names, like Tizzy Q is a great example. He's working hard, he's constantly entertaining, and his numbers deserve to be higher. There's another streamer, Lol, who I've not a family-friendly content creator, but he's so
he's
funny
good at what he does.
He's so good at what he does, and to see that he hasn't gotten the recognition that I think he deserves, I look to that as this motivator, that there are these other content creators who are working hard on the stuff that they're making, and they haven't popped up, like they haven't, I mean, they're constantly growing, is what I mean, but they haven't really, popped off and gotten that big chunk of or they haven't made partner, they haven't been verified. Yeah, that's my motivation to always continue to work harder. And I'm not just saying it because Tizzy is here, but no, them and the work and the effort that they put in is inspiring to me, as a smaller content creator, like I said, in that same circle. So
yeah. And it's crazy because Twitch nowadays, it's just all. If you really do look at it, it is hard being a bigger Twitch streamer because of just sometimes you want to look at what people are saying, right? But I feel like sometimes it just goes by so fast because everyone is typing. But I can't really blame them because people like them. So and it's good. It's good that they're getting the views, they're getting the the attention, they're getting the follows, the subs, and everything too. So that's at this point is you got those people, but the hard thing is the smaller streamers too, because you got smaller streamers that I'm gonna be real with you. Some smaller streamers like like you, Daz, Tizzy, you Kenelo, Sheepwave. You guys put so much more time and effort in your overlays, your layouts, and everything. But it's hard to get that attention because and that, just for someone to notice the amount of love and effort that all of you guys put into that kind of stuff, just because of how the viewer base is and how separate every single channel is from one another, viewer base and everything. Because the hard thing too is the games, the type of games you play. Because the thing is that if you don't start at a game that just started, like let's say for example Pokemon, if you weren't there streaming Pokemon before Pokemon was big to when it got big, then you're just another. It's the worst way to say it, but it's just you're starting off in a bad place because
there's a lot of people
everyone
who there's a lot of people who are streaming Pokemon because it's a big game, and no, I kind of understand what you mean too, because I feel like I've grown because I've almost exclusively been doing Pokemon. So people come to watch me do Pokemon. So I feel like if tomorrow I was like, well, I'm gonna start playing some Digimon, okay, then I wouldn't really gain as much traction as I was. So that's why it's cool to see people who are variety streamers and work so hard at it, because you get to come there for that person's personality. You're coming to watch the stream because it's them playing the game, not because it's the game that you're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
and that's the best thing that can possibly happen to any streamer. Most the variety streamers, regular streamers too.
Yeah,
it's just that like, hey, I love you for who you are, not what you do and what you stream. And that's
exactly. And like I had said too, even and Quick Panic had said this on one of his streams too. Because he was so close to getting partner. Now he is partner, which is amazing, because I think he deserves
congratulations to him.
Yeah, he's great. And a really good friend too that I've been able to.
He's a great guy
with streaming. He had said on one of his streams too, like, I don't think I'm gonna stream that because I'm so close to partner, and I don't think people would watch me. And I kind of understand it in a way, because he had gained so much traction and views and new people to watch him from streaming shiny hunting. And so it was he was a little worried about trying new games, because he was worried that he would dip below that threshold, so that way he wouldn't be able to really get partner. If it was one stream that went like below 75 views, then he would be like, well, I'm probably not going to get it, So kind of understood him in that aspect whenever he explained it. And so.
I'm so happy for him though. Like the moment he popped off on Twitter, like, I did it, I made it. I was like, he deserves it. Like he's
been doing it for 4.5 years. So he's doing it for a long time, and the fact that now he's finally made it, I feel really really proud, of him. And
it's hard work, and he definitely deserved it. Like he works hard for it. His background, his overlay, and everything is like, that guy put in effort as well in everything he does. And
for sure. Yeah.
Have you not seen the size of his muscles, man? Like that, he puts love in those suckers. Funny thing, I DM'd him once asking for help with lifting techniques, because that was when I started lifting weights, and then I was talking to him a little bit, and he told me that he lifted weights. So he was giving me a quick little like rundown of how to properly adjust myself when it comes to like exercising and lifting. And I was
Yeah.
like, and that's like when I was like, man, this guy's, like first time talking to him. It was my first time like actually just asking him a question in DMs, and great guy, like he was.
Oh yeah,
Just,
for
he
sure.
answered everything. He was super nice, and I'm like, you know what, this is nice. Because I was scared. I like messaging and talking to you guys for the first time. Like for me, I barely stream compared to like you guys. People who's done this for almost a living, like a good amount, a good few years, and I'm just jumping into this now.
No, I
It's
feel the same way. Like I'm kind of just jumping
intimidating.
into it as well. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So yeah, no, and like even though I've said like I've only been doing this for what, a year and a half now.
Hmm.
It's yeah, it's only been awesome. Like I've loved it for the most part. I've only gotten a handful of bullies to come into my stream and call me some slurs and some swear words.
Mhm.
Other than that though, now that like I've been getting a consistent growth and having a lot more people watching, I don't really have anybody who says any mean things now, which is kind of amazing in a weird way.
It's really nice too, because it's just a concept as if you're a wholesome family-friendly streamer, you're gonna get a lot of more people who are timid. They won't
Yeah.
say stuff. But if you're a loud streamer, like loud and very verbal streamer, with language and stuff, of course you're gonna get the people that are like you to come in, and everything.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, look at the big streamers like XQC. Like he's a lot. I love his content, but it's just the fact that he started off with Overwatch and how much he rages and everything. You're gonna get people that come in and say things that are not so nice.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you look over at like another Twitch streamer that is the complete opposite, Saikuno. Like
Yeah, Sykkuno is a lot more relaxing.
he's more relaxed, wholesome. His whole community,
Yeah.
relaxed and wholesome. So
Really? Okay.
yeah,
I've
like
never been in like a big streamers chat. Like, I think some of the people that I follow, the most that they'll usually have is like maybe 1.5K in their chat, which is still that's a ton of people.
Yeah, it's a ton.
But what I mean is like that's like the biggest chats that I'm usually in, and so yeah, even
because I've done my fair share of going into like those chats and just kind of seeing how the communities are like. It's such a big difference, but it just depends on the streamer themselves. That's why for me, I love watching your streams. I love watching Tizzy streams. I love watching Quick Panic streams. Daz's Sheepwave, because everyone's streams and their community are so. Even though we share the same community, you can tell that there's a difference in each one. Because because you got
for sure. Yeah, if you go into Daz's, he's gonna rage at a few games and also be beautiful all the time.
Exactly.
If you're in Tizzy's, then you're there to wish him a happy birthday.
Mhm.
If you're in mine, you can sometimes make Alex say cringy lines for one day out of the year.
100 times.
Yeah, and then even Ashley Snapham, you can see when you're in her streams, that she's gonna put on a cowboy hat and scream yeehaw.
Oh yeah, it's really nice though to see that kind of diversity and see how just how fitting it is for the streamer and their community. And I think that's the beauty of actually streaming and being able to interact with your audience. Because YouTube, you post your video and you wait for comments to read the comments. You can reply back, but it's just not like, I don't feel like it's that intimate with the viewers and everything.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So
no, I totally get that.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard too in a way, because when a lot of the streamers too, it's hard to find out who you really are when you want to stream. I think that's the hardest thing too. It's just you come up, you set up your stream, you turn it on, you're like, what do I do? How do I act?
Yeah.
No, who do I want to attract?
No, seriously, I have a startup video now, and before I talk about my startup video, Dazzer, I know you're not an angry streamer. Dazzer's not an angry streamer. He's a wonderful streamer and a wonderful person in every aspect. It's just funny because you see this sweet little emo boy, and then sometimes he gets angry at a game, but it's cool. Still cool to watch.
Yeah.
I still
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. Embrace the rage. But so no, when I start a stream, now I have a starter screen. I used to just like come on and just sit there and like, I guess I'm live. Yo, what's going on, gamers? And then kind of start off like that or whatever. But then, but now now that I have that startup screen and it plays a whole video
Such
with
a
this
cool
with
startup stream.
yeah, no, thank you.
It's
I
so
love it.
cool.
I love it so much. And now I'm able to just be like, well, I guess I can pee. I can go get some water. I can go walk around the house. I can lay down on my floor for a little bit and then come back and sit down and be like, okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So no, it's cool. It gives me like a little bit of ready time to just like prepare and be like, okay, what am I gonna say? What awkward thing am I gonna say to let all the people that are waiting to watch me leave?
And, it gives you time to post up, take a picture and post up your Twitter and stuff, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that too. Sometimes if I'm in a cosplay, I'll usually take a picture and post it on Twitter and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh man, there comes to cosplaying for you. There's so many outfits you wear, and God, man, I feel like a lot of them, you're like sweating in them. Mostly like the ring with the hair and everything in your face too.
Yeah, exactly. So that not only did I have long hair, but I also was wearing and then there was a wig cap, then there was the wig, a black wig, and then there's a light on me, looking at me, and then I have this green screen literally behind my back. So like that was I couldn't move, so I was just like kind of stiff, just sitting there like, okay, here I am, and you couldn't see my face though the whole time. But when I would take the wig off, you just see like, oh wow, there's him and his 5 head and all of the sweat that he has accumulated during the stream. Beautiful. So no, I'm assuming what you're gonna ask about the cosplay is like do I make them all, or
Yeah, like how long does it take you like to put them all on? How much help do you usually need? Like with Ash
that's a
helping
good
you out
question.
with the
I
makeup
think
and everything.
I think it like even if it depends on what I'm wearing. Usually like with the Hello Kitty, I was wearing an entire thing of overalls. So like I keep forgetting. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to take my pants off, and I'm like, the camera's not on, right? Okay, I'll just do it over here just in case. So like getting ready for the like I'm usually in excuse me, I'm usually in cosplay before I go live. But there was like there was that the Hello Kitty one, that like I'm trying to think like what was the toughest one. I guess
The makeup for the Kingdom Hearts one it looked like a lot.
actually, that's a good one that you bring up too, because I had to, especially if I had a not clean shaven face.
Yeah.
I would put actually makeup on to cover up like my 5 o'clock shadow or whatever, and then I do the black on top up here, so that way I had like that shadow, and then my hair was already the perfect length and color, so like I didn't have to wear a wig, thankfully, for that cosplay. So I was really happy about that. But I think it's the cosplays with the wigs that are that take me a little bit longer to do, because I want to make sure the wig is not like in my face, it's not in the way, it's not bothering me, and but no, I have a lot of other cosplays planned for since now that BDSP is out, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is out. I've been making a dream team, so 6 shiny Pokemon to fill up my team, and I want the best, my favorite ones. So I have Blathers. I'm gonna cosplay as Blathers from Animal Crossing, to reset for the fossils, the fossil Pokemon. I'm gonna dress up as. It's gonna and so my hair is fine, so I don't have to wear a wig for that one. I'm gonna make like these feathers that kind of go on my head, and then I have just like this vest, suit, and a bow tie. And so it's a little bit more simpler than you'd think. But I'm excited to actually do it. But it'll work really well, and it'll be a lot more simpler, because I'm not actually going to be dressed like an owl. I'm going to be dressed up like a human version of Blathers. So
you just gotta find the nearest find someone who can make a costume, a fursuit, and just pay him for a $3,000
Oh
fursuit.
yeah, there we go.
Just become the
Persona.
next. Just
That's-
become the next TZQ.
That's gonna be my persona. I've got a really cool one planned for Chatot, which is a bird. I'm gonna dress up as Ace Ventura and
Oh,
hunt
that's good.
for a shiny Chatot. So I've got some cool ideas. And I'm excited because I usually go to Goodwill to get maybe like a start of something, and then if I need to, I'll add more to it and stuff like that. But usually, like it's been pretty easy. If I do need to buy the actual cosplay, then I will. But like the Hello Kitty one, I made the ears myself with the little bow tie, and then I already had a white wig for a different cosplay, and then I found the red striped shirt that I was wearing at Goodwill, and I already had the suspenders, so it was like perfect. That's
Oh,
all I needed, and I was done.
It's such a good
And,
feeling when you have that, what you need. too.
Exactly, yeah. And I have so many other cosplays that we've done whenever we've gone to conventions and stuff like that, but I don't have a plan for like a shiny hunt to do with those cosplays yet. So like, you know, there's a lot of cool cosplays that I have that I'm totally ready to just put on, but I don't know, but it needs to have a theme, and it needs to match, and it needs to make sense to me at least.
Yeah.
To do it. So yeah.
And I think that's what makes it the most fun is when you have that theme to run it. Because
Yeah.
you know, I don't want to dress up as Joker, but then I'm looking for like what a Ponyta. Yeah, like you know, like what's the correlation in that? You know,
Yeah, exactly. No,
Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna have it use
society.
Augie.
Yeah, Ponyta is a part of society. That's why I'm looking
Exactly.
for it.
Exactly. We live in a society of ponytas. Yeah,
But,
exactly.
no,
So
yeah.
you know, 100%. That's like I said, that's what makes it really fun, and it makes it enjoyable to watch because now you have something to look forward to. You're like, oh, he's gonna dress up as this character, and he's gonna find this Pokemon because this
Yeah.
Pokemon is resembles another character
Yeah, it
in the
resembles
movie,
character
show,
that
anime.
makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, exactly.
Because I know that when you were doing the ring, I was looking on Twitch. There were so many people doing the same thing with Rotom or Rotom.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
there was, like-
yeah. Well, so there was Dallas. It was me and Dallas that were doing it. That he was his idea, and I was like, all right, cool. I'll do that with you. I'm excited. Let's do it. And then there was another person that was hunting for Rotom that was dressed up as Spider-Man. Actually, he was dressed up as Spider-Man because it was like his theme was Rotom was like Electro. So
okay.
I was like, okay, that's cool. But I didn't know there were other people dressing up as the girl from The Ring. Were there?
because there were you, and I think I saw like because on my well, you know how you open up Twitch, there's the recommended channels for you. There was like 4 to 5 other Twitch streamers that were dressed up
No.
as the Ring. And then I'm just like, wait, isn't Taylor doing that? And I looked over at you. You're dressed up as the Ring too. So I'm like, man, that's a lot of
Really?
people going for the
I
Ring.
wonder
Yeah.
what the heck were they doing?
Yeah.
There's no way that they were also resetting for Rotom though.
It was Rotom because I saw they put the shiny Rotom on the side. Like I can see the little bit, like the little
What?
silhouette like figure of Rotom on the side. I don't know. I didn't take a look at it. It was just a glance.
Yeah.
And then there was like 4 to 5 channels up on my recommended that says because you watch Pokemon, these streamers might be for you. And then they're all like, you know, just in a line, in a line with all like the Ring. The girl from the Ring, and they have the same
crazy.
thing that you had, where it's like you put your hand through and it looks like it's actually going through the TV.
That's so weird. I would have never. No, I had never known that was a thing. I guess they didn't make YouTube videos because I wanted to see if that had popped up. But no, it was a collaboration between myself and Dallas, the Supreme Arcanines, and it was super exciting. I had so much fun doing it. We were racing though, and he had beat me in the race, and yeah, it was But that's really cool. I'm starting to see more and more people get into like cosplaying and shiny hunting and stuff like that, and making a little theme for their Pokemon and stuff. So yeah.
Because I know that there was one Twitch streamer that did it, and I mean it was pretty great. I mean you should know him too, Kid Vinicus.
Oh, William, yeah.
Yeah, William. He did a Kermit the Frog one.
Yeah,
And
he did
that
Kermit
one-
the Frog.
That one was pretty fun. He was a great.
That was cool. Yeah.
It was a great shiny hunt, watching him go through it, like just chatting with them and everything. And then
Yeah.
like concept of shiny hunting. Now that we're on that is when it comes to shiny hunting, is it just? I kind of want to get the idea behind it because I tried it once. You gotta have so much patience just going
It
through
definitely
it.
takes patience. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So
resetting the
there
game,
are
or like
yeah.
running into the grass multiple times.
So for me, I shiny hunt only full odds.
Mhm.
So that means I don't use a method. I don't use shiny charm. I only shiny hunt, and either my odds are either 1 out of 8,192 or 1 out of 4,096. And that
Oh,
doesn't mean like my shinies are more special than other people's. It's just my preference. That is the way that I like to hunt. And
Mhm.
I've followed the full on shiny hunting community for a long time, and I just really respected what they were doing. So I was like, I want to do this. This is how I want to get my shinies. Is I want to do full odds hunts only. And so it does. It takes a lot of patience, but it's all. But like the way that I've been looking at it is that I have if I really want this, which I do because I like having them, I have a 100% chance of finding a shiny, so long as I keep hunting it.
yeah.
Even if I go over odds, even if I get it under odds, whatever, I'm definitely going to get it. I just have to keep hunting it, right? So that was always like the preface of doing it, and yeah, but no, it's cool to do it on stream too because it always gives me content to do. I could just sit down and have a conversation with people and talk about just talk about whatever while I shiny hunt until I get my shiny, and they just wait until I scream basically. And it doesn't happen every night, there's a lot of nights where I don't find anything, so but it's super fun. So yeah.
And that's a nice thing too. It's just that you got people watching you. You got people asking you questions, just holding a conversation with you in the chat while you're keeping you company in a way while you're trying to find the
Exactly.
like the shiny Rotom, the shiny deer, toxic deer.
And that's exactly what I always tell people too is like make sure if you're shiny hunting, like don't just sit there and shiny hunt because it's like you're just sitting there watching paint dry basically.
Yeah.
You need to be distracted while you're shiny hunting. So like, turn on a TV show, watch something that you haven't watched before while you're just sitting there willy-nilly, going in the grass back and forth. And I obviously have my Twitch streams that I'm able to do, and that's my distraction is having conversations with other people. And if I'm not, then I would just be watching other streamers, or I would be like, and I do a lot of off-stream recording, where I'm recording just to try and find my shiny whatever. So yeah, I'll do a lot of that, and what was I gonna say? Just do a lot of watching other streamers, watching a show, whatever. So yeah, just stay distracted if you ever want to get into shiny hunting. That's that's the biggest recommendation I can say. Yeah, it is fun. It's definitely fun when you get your target. And like I said, it's always content for me to do. I can never run out and be bored of it because I have all of these games to go back. I can go on into the older games. Now there's this new game, so it's really cool.
You got Pokemon Arceus coming out too.
Yeah,
so
Legends
now
Arceus is coming out, so there's a lot to, and that's gonna be a brand new thing. That's something that Game Freak has never done before, so it's super exciting.
Like, how can I find a shiny Pokemon without having it fold me? Now, like
exactly, without dying.
Yeah, like where's my shiny Lucario? But I want to make sure the shiny Lucario doesn't punch me in the chest and knock me out.
Oh gosh, exactly.
We're at the hour and 11-minute mark. If you want, we do have some questions that I do want to that people have asked that I want to get to.
Yeah, let's do that.
And one more thing, but let's take a 5-minute break if you need to go get water, restroom, because I know we've been here for like an hour.
Yeah.
A little bit more than an hour. So I can probably take a look, and we can take a look at chat to see what kind of chaos is ensuing.
And thank you again for having me too, by the way.
Thank you for making the time to come out. I appreciate it.
For everybody being here too. Yeah, thank you guys for being here and hanging out with us too. We're not done yet, but I have other words to say, and he has other words to say.
Which is it's nice because the concept of this stream is definitely just for building bridges between different streamers, because I had Tizzy, I had
Mhm.
you. Even though we share the same community, we don't fully share the same community. So maybe this is
Exactly,
like a
yeah.
bridge to help. Hey, if you want to go check out Tizzy Q, check out Tizzy Q. If you want to, now that you see him and you're part of his community, let's go, like, Tales of Taylor. If you've never heard him before, time to go check him out. Like, oh, he does all of this
Yeah.
cool stuff. I want to go check him out, kind of stuff. And that's the main
Yeah.
purpose of this podcast, is bringing in together. It can be. I want to bring in streamers that are, 1 or 2 viewers too on here, just to sit down and talk, because you never know.
That'd be cool. That'd be
It's
cool. I love
hard.
that.
Yeah,
I love that
it's
idea.
hard for small streamers to grow when they have such great personalities, but no one is there to fully see them. So we can, like,
Exactly.
use this as a bridge, and then just have that all those communities come in, check out this one streamer, like, hey, this person has been streaming for a while. They don't have that many views, but you might like their personality, because I have I have some more people. Like, I have a list right now of mixture of big and small streamers alike that I want to see if we can mix and match some things going on with the community.
Yep. I really love that idea. What was I gonna say? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Like, do you usually talk about who your next guests are?
Oh yeah,
Like, who
usually.
else do you have planned?
I
Okay.
usually do. Next up is going to be, pull up a list. 100%.
I do know I think you'll have Sheepwave on one point, right?
Yep. So
Okay.
there's a little bit of a special treat coming in for the SheepwaveTV podcast.
Okay.
Podcast section of them. I don't want to say it because it's gonna be let's just say it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting little
Okay.
experimental change. And also,
Okay.
Alec used Apparate. Thank you, first time chat.
Hi, Alec.
It's yep, Bath Taylor with the wings. That's what I envision when I first walked into Taylor's chat. That's what I envisioned him to be over the webcam.
Yeah.
The Xbox
it's so
360.
weird. I should have been in a bathtub whenever we started this.
Oh yeah, I should have streamed in my bathtub too. We could have had we could have had like a hot tub bathtub podcast, and then we both get banned off of Twitch, or or TOS.
Oh gosh.
So next up, I'm gonna have looking here. It's a friend of mine. She is part of she's part of a gaming group. Some people might know this, but Radiance. She also streams Dungeons and Dragons. She streams, normal games like League of Legends, Apex, just to her liking. But it's a small streamer, but I want to make sure that she's very she's a very great streamer. It's just that
Okay.
and it's just that I want to make sure that more people are able to come in and be like, okay, this is a really interesting person. And I'll say it right now, but she's working on a VTuber model too.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see if we can set
Nice.
that up. If we can set
Dude,
that
I'm
up
excited.
and everything.
I'm excited to see that. That's super cool. I
Yeah.
love that. I've wanted to try out doing VTubing, not as like a permanent thing, but as like a shiny hunt or something.
Oh yeah,
A
'Cause I know
VTube
that,
for one specific shiny or something.
yeah. Because I know that Lily Pichu does that. Like, sometimes she has her original
really?
like face cam, or sometimes when she's kind of like not like not I wouldn't say not feeling well, but she's just kind of like she wants to. She'll put up the
She does
VTuber
it.
instead.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
like a
cool.
nice on and off thing. So that'd be really cool if you could do that for a stream. It's just that
Yeah.
getting a VTuber model or making one is not easy from what I've heard. And people who
Really?
make them, it's a lot of time and effort put in, because it's all about 3D modeling and movements and correlation of like, but either you're just using your webcam to
Mhm.
detect yourself, or
The
some
motion-
people
to track your motion.
some people are crazy. Like, there's a Twitch streamer, Code Miko. Code Miko.
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah,
her name. She has the whole outfit and everything that helps her move, and it's everything for her for a VTuber, which is wild.
It's cool. It's really cool.
Oh yeah. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, another big thing on YouTube right now is VTubers.
Yeah, I've
VTubers
noticed
and
too. Alex had introduced me into some cool VTuber stuff, and yeah, no, I love it. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's really nice, and it helps people who it helps people who don't like to show their face, because I get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's the internet. It's rough. You know, I don't blame anyone who wants to be a faceless YouTuber, faceless Twitch streamer, and stuff, because it's a lot of pressure. You know, like let's say you first, you know, if you feel like you don't look good enough on it, then by all means, you don't have to. And it just kind of sucks that people want to know, people kind of force you into showing yourself, and all of a sudden, boom, when you fall into that pressure, and then you show yourself, and people are like, oh, that guy's like, you know, that guy's ugly, or that that guy,
Yeah.
that girl, or that person is ugly, and now I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be affiliated with this person anymore, and boom, gone. But because of
think there's
their pressure.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think there's some really cool content creators that have never done a face cam, and I really like watching them and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like if they don't want to put a face cam on, you shouldn't be. No one should ever be
yeah,
forcing them, because
Nope.
you know what do, like, I get it. You follow, you sub to them, but it still doesn't give you, the viewer, a right to pressure them into what they
Yep.
don't want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. And I was gonna, I didn't mean to like cut you
Oh.
off or anything. I was
No,
gonna
you're
say,
good. You're good.
you said you had some other questions.
Oh
uh,
yeah. So
okay.
let's go over to Curious Cat. So
Oh, right. Okay.
we did answer one question, which was, what cosplay hunt was your favorite one to do, which was the Fallout.
Yeah, for sure the Fallout one. That's definitely it.
And then there's one from 7 hours ago. Hopefully they're here, but it's I'm just wondering if Taylor likes pudding.
Yeah.
All right, there's our answer. He likes pudding. And I think I know who asked this question. If they're still here, what the dog doing?
I'd have to
the
go
dog
check, but what the dog doing? We never really got an answer to that, honestly.
Yeah, we
in the
never
original
did.
video, we never got an answer, so I guess it's up to interpretation of what the dog actually doing.
Yep, that's true. Yep, the audacity. He likes pudding.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I don't hate pudding and I don't love it, but I mean, I like it. I had creme brulee the other day whenever we were at a restaurant, and I guess creme brulee can kind of be considered a pudding.
Oh, if I ever come over, you guys gotta let me use your kitchen, because I make a really, not meme, but mean creme brulee. If you guys like that stuff,
It's me, like it's rude? Is it gonna call me names or something, or?
it's gonna give you the Papega face.
It's
It's gonna, before you eat it, it's just gonna form the Papega face.
that was my next question, is if it was gonna make me make that face. Good.
Right, next one. I mean, this one right here is what is your dream job?
That's a good question. I remember whenever I used to work at Sonic. I worked at Sonic Drive-In. I had rollerblades on, and I would rollerblade out people's food. And I remember serving a cop before a few times. He would come up, and we knew each other by name at this point and stuff. And then I was like, "So how did you figure out what you wanted to do? Like, how did you figure out?" And he was like, "I'm 45 and I still live with my mom, and I still don't know what I want to do." This is a guy who was he had his own squad car, a cop, and I was like, he doesn't even know he still doesn't even know if that's what he wanted to do. And I'm streaming right now and creating content, and I feel like it's all moving into somewhere beautiful. And if I could do that full time, I guess that would be a dream job. It's that, or I really do like working with animals, stuff like that. Especially like just odd animals. I used to have a teaching job where I taught at a private school. And I also managed all the animals and cleaned the animals and taught the kids about the animals and stuff like that. And that was a really cool job, but that place is not alive anymore. And that was a really cool place. But with content creation and stuff like that, I guess that would be like that's what I like doing now, and that's what I would like to continue doing. And if I can make it into a job, then of course that's a dream, But I guess that's the best way I can answer it. Really, who knows? Like, once you start doing your dream job and you do it long enough, then you're like, you want to move on to the next thing. We're all human, and we're never really like, we got to keep moving and stuff like that. So,
yeah, I mean that's definitely true there, because I mean, hey, I was I wanted to do nursing, but all of a sudden,
Oh,
the
yeah.
COVID hit, so that ruined
Yeah.
everything. And then
Yeah.
all of a
I
sudden,
didn't
I'm
even
just like,
know.
what's my next dream job? But then I realized, hey,
Yeah.
I have a knack for teaching, so now I'm going into teaching. So
Dude,
you
that's
never know. Yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah, like you never know what's gonna happen, and you can have more than I think you can have more than one dream job. Yeah, once you
Yeah.
get
Oh,
once you get
that's
your first
well
one,
said. That's
yeah,
well said.
once you get your first one, because I mean, hey, if the podcast pops off and it just becomes a normal thing, that's a dream job, hosting a podcast with just so many
Yeah.
different people. That's fun. Like
For
I love
sure.
talking. I love talking to people.
I was gonna say, yeah, exactly. And talking is something a lot of us do every single day. Why not make it into a job?
Exactly.
That would be so cool. I love
yeah.
that.
We have late night shows, right?
No,
So now,
exactly,
yeah,
and you can
it's the same
always
thing.
you can do it's your show. You could do
Mhm.
whatever you want with it. So that's the beauty of it.
Mhm. I can just say things that will get me canceled without getting. No, I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah, you could say things like, "Can you teach me how to Dougie?" and then just go and lurk in someone's chat.
Exactly.
And
And
once you
just,
do that, yeah. So you could do anything.
yeah. So I think we have one more question here too. Where do
Okay.
you see yourself in 5 years? Kind of like a job a job question. These are all anonymous, so it's like And even if it said the person's name, I will not say their name unless the person says it in chat. That's the biggest thing because I want to make sure that their
5
questions are
years.
protected.
It's 2026.
Mhm.
I'm a dad. And I want to continue being a good father and a good role model for my daughter. That's like the biggest thing. As long as she's happy and healthy and I'm content, that makes me happy, and that is like the biggest thing that I want. So, but in 5 years, man, that's tough. I really don't know where I see myself in 5 years. I can't even think about that. I see myself, I have a 10-pack of abs, long, gorgeous, luscious hair.
Grind meat on those abs, probably.
Yep, you
13.
could. I'm 7 feet tall. I'm climbing a mountain. And fighting off demons. Yeah, that's where I see myself. So you really never know. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
just
think
pretty much
that's
explain the whole
reasonable.
concept of Doom.
But no, those are good questions. So yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, 5 years from now is not too long when you really think about it.
It really is.
Sure.
I mean, you think about the past 2 years too, and how fast time has just moved forward with that. It's gone by insanely fast. It blows my mind in a weird way.
Yeah, I mean, look, 2 years ago, I was a good. I don't drink alcohol Christian boy, but now look at me, I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was gonna say, I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh
I
gosh.
don't drink as much. Find me at Alcoholics Anonymous.
Hi, my name is Ethan.
I
Hi, Ethan. You're like, anyways, this is why I made this podcast, because I'm admitting to you. No. I never
drink
even got
myself
into
to
drinking. I was never into drinking until COVID kind of hit, and I really, even then, like, it's still not even a big thing for us or for me. Like, it's just more of like, well, we're bored, because there wasn't really that much to do. So like, okay, let's go get some alcohol, I guess, and just to feel something. And even when we go out to a restaurant or something like that, sorry, what?
Oh no,
Oh.
because he said just to feel something like, hey, you okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, but yeah, even when we go into a restaurant or whatever, like, I'll sometimes get a small something, but it's
Yeah.
really never a lot. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, same here. Like I drank alcohol once, once I hit 21. I think it wasn't anything special. It's just more, because of COVID. From time to time, my friends, during our breaks from school, yeah, we'll have like one night where we drink a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Nothing more, nothing less. I don't really think. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of alcohol. As a kid, you grow up, you're like, I want to drink what the adults drink, and you hit that age, you drink, and you're like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, no, no, for real. I mean, I didn't even. even in my 20s or whatever, like I didn't drink, and then
Yeah.
I finally hit 30, and I was like, all right, I guess it's finally time. But really, even then, it's very rare. I don't drink, often. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that pretty much. I'll save the last question for towards the end. But with talking about COVID happening before COVID, and anything that's coming up now, conventions. Because I know that you've gone to conventions. You told us before that you've hosted a panel at
Retropalooza. Yeah.
Mhm.
Think Retropalooza Houston is really cool because it's people who are like video game collectors and people who are kind of in that same kind of community. Really cool people. And they were nice enough to be like, hey, we're doing this thing in Houston. You're a content creator in Houston, so like, do you want a booth and a panel, blah blah blah, you could be a guest here. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna bring that many people, but sure. Excuse me. And sure enough, like there were some people that came out and hung out with us, and they gave us a panel. I didn't even know what to do, but I was like, well, I guess I'll give out free stuff and ask questions, I guess. And that's what we did. We did like a little quiz. We gave out free stuff. And then we had people ask us questions, stuff like that. And then I sold stuff at a booth too. And now I want to say it's May 28th and 29th, or maybe May 27th and 28th. It's that weekend of the 28th of May 2022. I'll be a guest at Retropalooza Houston again, and I'm pretty sure we'll also have a panel there and stuff like that. And I extended the invite to you and to Tizzy as well, and to Sheepwave to be a part of that panel, because I have no clue what I'm going to do on it. And if you guys don't even show up, I'll just give out free stuff again. That's just it.
Expect me. I'm gonna show up. You're gonna see me hauling in a whole dumpster, and just goodies in there, and be like, you know what?
All right.
That's
Go
how we give
swimming.
out the free stuff.
All right.
Like just throw some free stuff in there. Just have you jump in. Just anything that you come out, first person you see that comes by, just give it to them from the dumpster. Hey, someone might get free food, right? But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't talk about how much we've eaten out of the dumpster.
Exactly. But yeah, so has there been anyone that noticed you as like, hey, I watched your videos at conventions, or like, it's Tales of Taylor, like a good amount of like a handful or good amount of people that have come up to you and be like, I love your content and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, definitely at conventions, people have recognized me at the height of doing that stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. They've definitely like they've recognized me, and we've talked, and some people have asked for a picture and stuff like that. But it's really nothing like, it's nothing crazy. But I have been recognized out on the street a few times too, which was always cool, like in a game store or stuff like that. So which it's been cool. It's been cool. Like but yeah, it's hasn't happened like a lot or anything like that. I wouldn't say it. Maybe yeah, at conventions of course it happened, because like I'm a guest there, so like, and plus I had the panel and stuff, so like people would come up and but at stuff like outside, like in the real world, maybe 6 or 7 times, like where people knew who I was. They were like, oh dang, wait, I know you, and then, and asked for a picture or something like that. So yeah,
that's pretty cool. And like not just Retropalooza, but like other conventions that you've been to. Out of all the conventions that you've been to, which one was,
anime conventions, stuff like that.
Yeah, all those kind of stuff. Which one would you say is like one of your favorites that you've attended?
So I have this is my superpower, is that I never remember the names or locations of any anime convention. Like I know that we've been to a lot of anime conventions. I don't remember where or when they took place. Like I'm gifted. I have a gift of forgetting those anime conventions. I remember we went to. Give me a second here. We went to RTX at one point, and that was in Austin, Texas. I remember that one. I went to A-Con a couple of times. I think I remember enjoying that one. I've enjoyed all of them that I've been to. And I don't really remember the names of the other ones, but I just remember going to them and, you know, cosplaying, having a good time, and we bought some stuff, and that was about it. So, yeah.
I don't know, that was pretty cool. I mean, it's still pretty cool all in all, because that's the best thing about conventions, is that, you know, you go there, with friends or with your family, and if you guys all dress up, you know, like cosplay and everything, then heck, it's just a fun time, because those kind of cosplay stuff, they're conventions. You're meant to cosplay there, just as person, character that you love, or whatnot. But it's a good place where, you know, good cosplay or bad cosplay, it doesn't matter, because everyone knows everyone's having, and
Exactly.
you know, there's no judging there.
Yep.
'Cause, heck, man, I've had my fair share of a bad cosplay. I tried making No Face, like from scratch.
Really?
Yeah, but
That's cool though.
it was and just I'll let you know, it's paper mache. So
It
was my
doesn't
first
matter.
time.
That's amazing.
It was my first time making a cosplay too.
Oh man, even bad cosplays, I bet it still looked good. Like because when you're going to a convention, you got to realize that everyone looks awful there. Everyone looks equally bad. Like when I would put on my cosplay and I'm wearing it outside the convention, I'm like, I look lame. I look like a dummy. Why am I dressed as Kirito? And then I go to the convention, I'm like, I am Jod. And like it just, you know, it's completely different when you're in that atmosphere with those types of people, and sharing in that love of cosplay and anime and nerd culture. It's cool.
Yeah. I think the favorite one was I went to Anime Expo one year, and here's the funny thing, I had the whole Joker school outfit, kind of like the same one you have. I grew my hair out for it, dude, and I had the glasses. I had the glasses for it, and then I just grew my hair out, and people were like, "Is that a wig?" And I'm like, "No, I grew my hair out." But it was such, you know how it. I mean, you've had long hair, of course.
Yeah,
it's such a hard time taking care of for a guy.
Yeah, it is. And like, you know, thankfully it's cut now and it feels good, but like it just kept getting in the way, and it was getting annoying, and it got to the point where I was like, I just need to cut it all off, and we did, and I like it. It feels freeing.
Oh yeah. I mean, hands down to, like, you know, people like men and women who have long hair and can handle their long hair.
Yeah, no. And I liked the long hair too, but it got to the point to where it was just like it was always getting in the way, and yeah, and you know, the cold weather was coming up, and so I was like, you know what, it's time, time. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm in best and or worst case scenario, we can just be like SheepwaveTV, straight off.
Exactly. Yeah, he gives us hope, because you know, eventually we'll just have to do that.
Exactly. You know, hands down to the sheep and the waves.
Yeah. There is a video that exists of him shaving his head, and it's great. It's great.
We've seen it, and he's shown us. Oh, it's so good. Who am I? It's just the amount of references he makes. I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it anymore, because anymore is just going to be spoils for a good time.
Exactly.
For when that happens.
Pretty sure it'll come out on the Sheep and Law channel eventually.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
Unless it is already, I'm not sure. I might definitely have to check that out afterward.
Yeah, not yet, but yeah.
Yeah. But you know, it's talking about like relating to like anime and stuff now. Let's be honest. How much anime have you watched? Because I've watched a good amount. I'm a closet weeb. That's the thing.
I'm definitely an out of closet weeb, I guess. I mean, obviously you can kind of see the background of my room. I think, you know, there's stages to it. You know, at the beginning of it, I was like, yeah, I love anime, but I would never cosplay. That's dumb. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna cosplay. Sorry, God. And then after that, I was like, well, yeah, I love anime, but I hate reading and looking at pictures. There's no way I'm gonna read manga. And then I was like, well, now I'm reading manga. And then finally, the final stage is like, I need to buy all of the anime Whammon figures and boy figures and love them forever. And now I'm at that stage. You know, I have way too many figures and way too many manga, and I watch a ton of anime. I mean, you know, there's a lot that's always out, and I'm at the point now where I just catch up with all the seasonal stuff. Because, like, you know, I've watched so much that I'm just like, well, what's all the seasonal stuff that's happening? Let me just watch. I'll usually go through and I'll watch like the first 1 to 3 episodes of each new anime that's out, and you know, and I'll decide, like, am I going to continue the series or not? And for the most part, I haven't really continued any of the new ones except for Jobless Reincarnation. That's really the big one that I'm into right now. So yeah.
Because the funny time, you know.
Yeah.
Closet Weeb is the same thing, but just more like, if the moment someone talks about it, then I'll get into it. Then I'll go off.
Yeah. I see.
For me,
I mean, I've got shirts, and obviously, if you see the background of my streams and this room, then people know. They're like, oh, this guy has a problem.
I mean, hey, I'm wearing a JJK shirt right now.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm super excited for Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
The movie
that anime.
So good.
Yeah. Did you read that chapter? Did you read that manga?
I don't.
We don't have to talk about it because we don't want to give spoilers, but
I don't want to read it yet. I want to watch it first and then go back to see if there was anything that was missed. Because I know that the manga always has more than the actual.
Yeah. As soon as they dropped the 0 chapter, I was like, I'm reading this. I read it and I was in love, and I cannot wait for this movie because it's going to be amazing. One that's coming up though, Chainsaw Man is coming out soon, and it's incredible, and I cannot wait for people to watch the anime because it's also same studio animating it that animated Jujutsu Kaisen and Jujutsu Kaisen 0, Studio Mappa, so it's going to be really good.
Dude, Mappa does such a great.
They really do. They really do. Yeah,
hands down, Jujutsu Kaisen, the last episode for the season, it was so good with the music and everything matching up with every action that they do. Oh, that it hit different. I was on a spiritual level watching that.
It's crazy. It's really good, and I can't wait.
I'm excited. Because the only info I have about Chainsaw Man is Chainsaw Man himself and that one girl who's always either panicking or crying, and how she has plot armor or something. That's all I know.
I don't want to give out any spoilers for it, but it's gonna be an incredible series. I can't wait for people to experience it in an anime form because I'm sure it's gonna be great. But the manga is wonderful, so beginning to end. So.
Oh yeah. So the more we're talking about anime now, let's be honest. We've both seen a lot, but we both know that there's at least one that was just so bad that it was like you didn't even get to episode 3, or it was just the ones that you were so bad that you tried to give it a hope, that you watched through the whole series and it just left you sitting there and you're like, why did I waste my time?
I tried to watch. One of them is called. I have several. I'm trying to remember all the names. One of them is called The Secret Dungeon That Only I Know. I think that's what it's called. It's terrible. And then I decided to sit through and watch Redo of Healer, which was awful.
Oh no, that one is just... I heard that one was just not good.
Yeah, and that was why I watched it. It's terrible. And then I watched I'm trying to remember another one. Oh, hi baby. Are you going to bed? Is it bedtime? Oh. Say goodnight to everybody.
Hi Chonk.
Oh, good job.
Bye. Oh, she's a
good
cutie.
Job. Okay, good night, baby.
That's a good dad right there.
That's a good chonk.
Yep, good chonk and good dad.
I can't believe she just said all those swear words live on twitch.tv/Fangly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get canceled. It's gonna be all over Twitter. It's gonna be all like
not even you, just me. Like I don't get canceled at all. Just you.
It's just me. It's just Fangly made a child curse all over his stream.
Yep. You made
No,
you made her say all those words. Unbelievable.
she was
Oh,
adorable.
man.
Meeting her, like being able to meet you guys and meeting her, she was. You
Yeah,
guys are such a
thank
cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, but going back into that awful anime. Yeah, I decided to sit through a redo of Healer because I wanted to see what it was, and yeah, I don't like that I did. And then there was what's another one? Yeah, I
School
think
Days.
that one, and then the hidden dungeon that only I know of. I think it was
Yeah,
something like that.
I heard. Yeah, I heard that one was just like. It was your typical isekai. Not was it an isekai?
It wasn't. I don't think it was even an isekai. No. And
it was just
Lipsy says that it's
fantasy.
mediocre, but I don't agree with Lipsy.
Yeah, because it's like I think because for me, I'm gonna be real with you. The worst one that I watched as a high school kid, and I tried to give it hope, was School Days. That one was, School Days.
I don't think I never watched that.
It was bad, and it was just the ending. No spoilers, but all I'll say is the ending just kind of. I sat there, and I'm just like, "There's no end. Like, there's no way this is the end of the anime. Really, they ended it like this, and it was. Just think of it as similar to redo of Healer, from what I hear. It's similar to redo of Healer, but in a more modern setting with high school student, where it was me as a high schooler watching it because my friend tricked me into wanting to watch it. He's like, "Don't worry, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better." When I should have known that he was lying to me the whole time. And at the very end, I went to go talk to him. I'm like, "I can't believe you made me sit through 12 episodes of this." And he just started laughing at me. And he's like, "I got you." I was like, "No, I want my 12. I want those hours back."
Episodes. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It was
you
bad.
poor
Like,
thing.
It's the concept as the joke where people are like, you should totally watch Boku no Pico. It was on that same level.
No.
It was bad.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
It was a big mistake.
That's kind of amazing, though. I mean,
It
I'll be
was
honest.
Don't get me wrong. It's more tamer than Redo of Healer. School Days is more tamer than Redo of Healer.
What?
But, yeah, it was.
It's more tame. Oh, it's more tame. Okay.
It's more
I see what
tame.
you're saying.
Redo
Yeah,
of Healer is
yeah,
like, from what I hear, it goes off the charts, and you're like, "This is why am I watching this?"
It's straight up. Yeah, but okay. So I actually just remembered. I remembered another anime that I would never ask people to watch, and apparently the manga or the light novel is pretty good, but the anime was like it did like 50 chapters in one episode, and it's called Brynhildr of Darkness. And I remember sitting through and watching that. And,
I think I know which one you're talking about. Oh no!
And that was another one that's just one of those that I would never
heard-
tell people to watch.
Yeah, that one was. It was a trip. I watched the first 2 episodes. It was a trip, and I just couldn't force myself to watch it anymore.
Yeah. It's
Also,
that was
Tiz.
Yep. Also, what?
Dizzy commented, "Do you have any idea how many animes I have looked up because of you people?" I mean, you did send him the Nintendo Weeb.
I did, and I have another Nintendo Weeb right here with me, but it's kind of a Nintendo Weeb Lite, and I don't think I'm allowed to show it on stream. So I understand why Tizzy didn't show his.
Yep. Many.
I don't want to get you banned. So
Tizzy was one of those people that fell for it when I said, "Whatever you do not search up Boku no Pico." He searched it up on stream. He didn't.
No.
He didn't show it to us, but he searched it up on an outside source.
Oh my god! Hold on, I don't even know what that is. Hold on, let me search for it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, like you can see the life and the disgust build up on his face. Like it was just like he's like, "Oh, what's that? I'm gonna search it up." He searches it up, and you see like you just see it's just the molding of his face that was like joking to disgust. It was all happy, giddy, and now he hates himself, and he hates me.
I hope he used an incognito tab because that way God wouldn't see what he looked up.
True. The FBI can probably find it, but at least we know that God won't find it. Yeah. Does anyone have? I don't know. There's still. I'm not sure. It happened a long time ago. It was a while back. It was just the typical. I thought he knew the joke because it's one
Yeah,
that it's
yeah,
like
yeah. It was
no
a
matter
big,
how old you are, it's a joke that we all know. No one should ever
it was
search
a
up
big
Boku no
meme.
Pico.
It was a big meme back then, and
Hmm.
yeah, a lot of people would be like blah 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 Boku no Pico. Now, like you know, I mean, it's turning like you know, I don't know how like I would say it, but turning hentai and porn into like a joke and a meme. Like I get it in some aspects, but it's really not even. It's not even funny. Like in some aspects, it's like seeing it on a timeline. It's just like, oh, haha, this is just it's just a cropped image of something that you probably maybe have seen in your private time, but like you know, you don't want to see it in public. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that, but like it's just as a meme, it's a weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's so many
It's-
other better memes, and like turning stuff like that into memes is like, come on,
Like-
come on.
like-
But no, I get it. At that time though, Boku no Pico was a big like it was just a big meme.
It's like because it was like, you know, if you're just a innocent little like innocent not little, I mean hopefully you weren't a little kid, but if you're just
No,
like an innocent
no,
person
not-
walking by and someone's all like, yo dude, you watch Boku no Pico, great anime bro, and then you search it up and then boom, you're like, now I'm scarred for life, and now I'm probably going to jail. That kind of stuff. I'm going to jail in
Oh,
person, and when I go to heaven, God's gonna look at me on the steps. He's just gonna shake his head, pull that string, and I'm going straight down. It's like a trap door. Yep. And I'm not even gonna make any remarks, or I'm not gonna react to it. I'm just gonna nod my head. I understand, and then just
Yep,
plop.
understandable. I didn't use an incognito tab. My bad.
Exactly. Also, I think someone just put up a really good question right here on the Curious Cat. What is a pivotal moment in your life that you would feel comfortable sharing that has defined you as a person?
That's a beautiful question. A pivotal moment in my life that's defined me as a person. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, but the first one that comes to my head is I mean, how do I even? I mean, dang, that's a deep question. I didn't. I guess I wasn't prepared for something that deep. My
Pretty deep, right?
how deep should I go? Like how deep? That was a weird question. How how much should I go into something like this? When I was oh man, no, I won't get into like dark stuff, but
Whatever you're comfortable with.
yeah, I got into a well, I don't know I don't know what I'm allowed to say on your podcast. How family friendly is the content that like I
mean,
can bring up?
we already talked about Boku no Pico. We're past that part. No,
okay,
yeah, like it's like, you know,
I-
the best thing.
you know, okay, here I'll
family
explain it
friendly,
in
but
a
if you wanna go in
yeah,
depth
yeah.
with this kind of stuff,
I
it's
can
fine.
explain it in a safer way, but okay, I think this is definitely in my head a pivotal moment that changed me as a person. When I was I never met my dad, my biological father, right? Never knew who he was, and I had kind of like, you know, had to do some research about him, and thankfully my family found out. They were like, okay, this is the guy, like this is your biological dad. And so I was like, okay, and I found out that he wrote a book. So I literally went to where I live, you know, is near Houston. I went to a bookstore, Barnes and Noble, and I bought his book, and his book had a picture of him on the back, and that was the first picture I ever saw of him, and he looks just like me. So I was like, okay, cool. And this was all after the fact that I found out that he died in a car crash when I was 16. So I never got to meet him, but I always had this idea that, like, you know, I'm going to go and meet him when I turn 18. I'm gonna do this big long road trip. I'm gonna go and visit him, and like, I don't want to meet him as like a son. I just want to meet him as a person and just kind of talk to him. I'm like, why? Like, what? Why didn't you ever want to be a part of my life? Even meet me, or even, you know, call me on the phone once, you know, ever. But I don't have that power. I can't do that anymore. Like, I have to live the rest of my life just not knowing anything about him. But as I continued to kind of just be like, well, this, you know, this sucks now. Like, I can't meet this person. But he has kids, he had other kids that that are my brothers and sisters that I never met before, all different moms. So he got around. So I had messaged all these people, and eventually I met all of them, and I brought us all together. And all four of us, all we did was we just shared the same blood, like, and that was pretty much it. And it was really cool because it was one of those moments just to see, like, you know, this guy he did a lot in his life, and he sounded like a very interesting person, and he was even a doctor, and I think that was like my, you know, meeting my brothers and sisters that I had never met before and stuff like that. I feel like that was definitely a big pivotal turning point in my life, because it made me think, whenever I do become a dad, I don't want to be like that person. And it was tough. It was really hard because, like, you know, a dad being in your life is a really an important thing, and I never got to meet him, never got to speak to him, but it's still, in a weird way, he still kind of taught me the person that I shouldn't be, which is the type of person that he was. So I think that pretty much answers the question. Is that was a big pivotal point in my life. So that kind of made me into the person I am today, and it had a big negative effect on me. I won't lie. It definitely had its own repercussions as me growing up and becoming the person that I am, and stuff like that, and things that I wasn't happy about. But, you know, over time, you know, it was something that, like, I fought and I conquered, and now I feel like I'm a better person because of it. But there's still moments where it kind of gets to me, but but it's definitely, you know, for the most part, made me better. I chose hard mode. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, but, dude, like, I'm happy that you're able to become such a better person from it, and everything. And, you know, honestly, I'm really happy that you're still here today, because, you know, I never knew I'd be friends with you know, you, Ash, Tiz, Sheepwave, and so many more people. And then the funny thing is that if you weren't here, then I wouldn't. It's just more of a branch, like, you know. Tudor would have never met you guys, you know. Of course, Tudor P being the main branch to all of it.
It's a weird and kind of beautiful thing that you know, the way the internet works. We were actually talking about this earlier today, because I was like, because I remember talking about Tizzy in one of my chats, and then we had talked, like, because we were talking about you and Tizzy earlier today, like, how did Alex get associated with them? Because I knew them, or knew Tizzy, and then I kind of, like, knew you from Tizzy, and then I was like, how did we all kind of come together at one point? And I guess it just kind of happened, you know, because I remember I had said something about Tizzy, or maybe I said something about Alex in my stream, and then you guys went to go and see him, and so you guys talked to him for a little bit, and then it kind of just grew from there, you know. And it's blossomed into a beautiful friendship, and it's really cool, because we're all, you know, we all have that same mindset. We all have I feel like we're relatively normal, although we do all like anime, and that's illegal.
God's not happy about that part.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, in that aspect, but we're also content creators, and we love to have fun and stuff like that. So yeah, you know, Alex was even showing me these Halo videos earlier of these people. All they do was they were just playing Halo, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many of us that we could just get on Discord and just one of us can stream it, and I can turn that into content, because it was just so funny. And, you know, the way that we all interact with each other and stuff like that, even if it's fun for us, and hopefully it'd be fun for other people to watch. And, you know, me, you, Daz, Tizzy, like, you know, Alex, and a lot of the louder people who are in our group, it would be fun to do something like that.
We need tired Ash. We need tired and sleep deprived Ash.
That's against the law. No, the world's not ready. No.
The world's not. You know what? You're right. You know what? Actually, you're right. The world really isn't ready for that. But yeah, because playing Halo with you guys too, you know, it was fun. Like, and the best thing about it is that I definitely agree with you in some kind of way. All of us, you know, for content creators and even just friends now, we all click in some kind of similarity. because
Yeah.
the best thing about it is that, we're all adults here too. Maybe some of us are children. I'm not gonna say any names. Someone that starts with that ends up with cute. And I'm joking. I love you, Tiz. No, I love you, Tiz. But it's like but yeah, it's like we're all adults and we all know how to handle problems, and that's the best thing. Because hey, maybe someone's upset at the game, but just hey, either you just like, hey, you okay, buddy, or hey, get over it. It's just a game, and then you're like, okay, it's that's
No,
the one
yeah,
thing I'm really
no, I
happy
get
about.
it.
It's just that
Yep.
and the things that we're at that point where we can say funny stuff, like it can be kind of mean, but as long as everyone knows it's a joke, it's laughable. It's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, for
it's
sure.
it's just not nobody's like getting butt hurt. Like
Yeah.
let's say if I chuck a grenade in Halo and I miss, and you're like, hey, your aim sucks, and I'm just like, hey, you're right though. It's just
Which is exactly what I would say if you did miss, Ethan. If you missed, then I would yell that you suck, and you did understand
Well,
that
you
you
know what?
suck.
Maybe it wasn't my fault that you were standing in my way when I was trying to chuck that grenade, and
Well-
we lost the round because of that.
Well, I was trying to get you to hit me with a grenade because I thought it would be funny.
Yeah, and that's the best thing we can get out of it.
Exactly. Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll have to all play together sometime. And
Hopefully
yeah,
it works
it'd
for
be-
you, because I know that last time it was just having
Yeah,
giving you
So
issues.
eventually it ended up working for me. I had to go into the properties of it.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was, initialize or utilize or something, the
Mhm.
game, and then I updated my drivers to the newest update, and then it worked. So I don't know if it was one of those two things or if it was both of them, but it made it work, and the game actually runs really well, especially
Yeah.
on my computer that's like 5 years old now, so almost 6 years old now, and
Oh, yeah.
it's crazy.
I
So-
think the one thing I do love about this new Halo is that, man, it brings me back to the Halo 3 days.
Really?
Yeah, for me personally, I think it feels like I'm playing Halo 3 again. Other than the
So
fact that
I-
if you play with controller, then aimbot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've been. I don't know. It doesn't take me back to any like. It's very different. It doesn't
Mhm.
feel like Halo. Like we can't even hit each other. We can't punch each other and die. But
Yeah.
and I think I kind of talked about this on another stream. But the battle pass and
Mhm.
acquiring different armors and stuff like that. You buy them. You buy the colors. Even if you beat campaign, you don't even get anything cool out of it. Like you have nothing to show your skill level when you show off your armor, other
Mhm.
than the fact that you have been playing the game.
Yeah.
And that's lame to me, because when I would
Mhm.
play Reach, or you'd play Halo 4 even, like
Mhm.
you would know, oh, that guy's visor's yellow, he has a recon helmet on Halo 3. Okay, this guy's good. I
He's a
should watch
gamer.
out for him,
Mhm.
But now in this game it's just like, oh, he bought the battle pass, that's why he looks like that. Okay, that's fine.
About the battle
I
pass,
don't know.
and
I
you
wanted,
spent, like,
I wanted to be able to
a
earn
week
some
on it.
cool stuff. Like, yeah, like even I'm down for the battle pass. Like I support it, in the fact that like I get it as a business standpoint. They're trying to get more money out of it, and
Yeah.
that's
mean, it's a
343. That's
free-to-play game.
Microsoft for you. Yeah, and they made the game free, which is cool. That's the cool thing. The game is free, and Dazzer just said something exactly. It's free to play, pay to look epic. But I want to
Exactly.
look epic in a way that like I earned it. Like
Mhm.
I'm wearing this armor because like I got 3 headshots with 1 shot or something stupid, something that just doesn't make sense. That like, yeah, I mean that's hyperbole, but
Yeah.
you kind of get it. Like I
Yeah,
don't
it's like
know.
the samurai set. That's a great example from Lipsy.
Yeah.
It's more like, I got money.
Yeah, but no, like I said, I get it. I get the
Yeah.
battle pass thing. I haven't done it yet, and I don't know if I
Mhm.
will, because I don't know if I'll play that much to even get the samurai set. But it
Mhm.
does look super cool, and I hate how cool it looks, especially since this
Yeah.
is the first battle pass, and once it's gone, it's probably gone. And like,
Mhm.
I want to be able to just be like, yeah, I got the samurai set, nerds. I don't know.
I bought the
Oh, the
battle
samurai
pass.
set is free. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. The samurai set is free. That's the. Never mind. I was thinking of another set. The samurai set is really cool. You get the samurai set by just playing through it, right?
Mhm.
Just
You gotta play,
completing the
yeah.
battle pass. Yeah.
Gotta play a lot. Like, I think I was talking to Jav about it, and he had someone in his match that played through the whole battle pass, and they had like they unlocked everything in the battle pass.
How do you
And-
even do that fast?
I don't know, because the battle pass, they give you extra missions extra dailies, but those dailies are only 50 XP. And then I've been playing for a bit. I'm only at level 2 on the battle pass.
They must have just, I mean, they must have just been playing literally all day, 25/7.
They probably took a whole month off of work just to grind it out, because there's no way. Yeah, it's like I don't have the battle pass, but man, one daily is 50 XP, and you get like what, 3 of those, 2 or 3 of those. So that's only like 150 XP per day. So I'm just like,
Oh man,
gee, that's a lot of. That's like every single day you do all your dailies. And you play games too, just to get those minor missions done, so that you can get new missions and just grind it out. Now, man, I can't do that. It's like,
yeah.
In a way, I see that as like playing MapleStory all over again, or RuneScape.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about MapleStory's existence. I tried to get into MapleStory 2 for a little bit, but then it didn't happen. So I tried, but it just, with MMOs too, like I tried to get into Final Fantasy 14, but I just don't think I have the time to be into it. Like, I think, I already use so much of my time wasting away at shiny hunting. So yeah. I even tried to get back into WoW for a little bit, and I was pretty big into it again, but then it kind of just died out again. So, yeah.
You're there.
Yeah.
That's all understandable.
Yep.
So,
Yep. But
we've been on this for 2 hours.
yeah, we've been on this for 2 hours. So like, I mean, I think we can do like a little bit of like a little wrap up if you'd like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get by 2 more questions, and then we can start wrapping up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So, first question: does pineapple belong on pizza?
I think anything can belong on pizza. I'm not a hater of what people eat. I at one point tried pickles and peanut butter on stream, and it was amazing. It tasted actually really good, and I hate saying that. So like, I'm not crazy about pineapple on pizza. I usually don't even order it, but if it's there, I'll eat it. It's just weird because like I respect pineapple. Pineapple can be in cake. It can be dipped in chocolate. It can be eaten with meat. It can be on a burger. It could be on a pizza. Pineapple is such a versatile fruit, and I feel like we should all be more like pineapple. So I respect it.
And that's the best way to answer it, because I'm the same way. I'm just like, listen, if it's good if it's food and it looks good and it tastes good on food, like any kind of thing, any kind of combination, you can eat it. There's nothing but no shame in that.
Yeah, I'll just tell God. That's all.
Yep. And then and I think this is one more question for.
Okay.
So, after this, we should do this without knowledge of SheepwaveTV, but Chili's.
Ooh. So, well, hopefully he's not listening right now. But yeah. I
hit a book off.
I even book off, absolutely. Book off. I would live in a book off if I could. I like Chili's, he got me into the idea of Chili's, and I support it. I like Chili's. It's not bad. I think they have, I usually get his burger. I get the Alex Santa Fe burger.
Oh.
So yeah. And their molten chocolate cake, and they have pretty good alcohol too. So it's nice. It's nice. That's all I can say about
Chili's.
Yep.
Yep.
I believe that Chili's is a real place. I really do.
Oh no, Taylor respects pineapple on pizza. I have to cancel him.
Don't cancel me, Moira. No, please, not again.
Being canceled. Oh god, if you're being canceled, that means I'm also being canceled because of my podcast.
Don't. You can't cancel me on Fortnite Friday. Come on.
Oh, true.
Come on.
Yep.
Not on Fortnite Friday. Come on.
Definitely not on Fortnite Friday. There's 2 days where it's the Lord's Day.
Yeah.
Fortnite Fridays and Minecraft Mondays.
And Minecraft Amen. And
Yep.
I play Fortnite on both of those days.
Oh, that's sitting. I'll see you in the Nether realm.
Please, please, no, not again.
Not again.
Oh gosh.
Yep, Chili's is a place of Jod. But yeah, no, Taylor, I gotta say thank you so much for coming out. And
no, dude, thank you for having me. This was really fun.
I appreciate it. And thanks for making the time and everything to come out, just to have a casual talk, get to know each other a little bit more, for the chat to get to know you a little bit better. We've hit the 2-hour mark. I can't talk anymore. My brain is like
No, of course. Yeah, no, we've gone on a nice amount of time, and I really respect you, and I appreciate you having me on, because this was super fun. And like I've said at the beginning, the Wii Show episode 1, the pilot episode, is out now on YouTube.
Please put it
if
down.
you guys like to check it out, it's pretty cool. It's a project we filmed in 2018, and I'm glad that it's finally out, and I'm excited to see where the Wii Show goes from here. So
again, the mods, Dizzy, anyone, whoever's a mod, please link it in the chat, because it's great to have more people know about this video, and whoever wants to watch it knows where to find it too. And before we call it, Taylor, where can we find you? I gotta ask you that.
You can find me if you're looking for the Wii Show, Tales of Taylor on YouTube. Also Tales_of_Taylor on Twitter, and Tales of Taylor on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Tales of Taylor is also my name where I live stream, and you can find me doing a lot of shiny hunting, and I post all my Pokemon content on Poketot. That's pretty. I think I covered all the bases there.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Is it right? Tales of Taylor.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, the links are in chat if you guys are interested in checking them out. So I'd really appreciate it, and I think you guys would enjoy them. So,
to everyone in chat right now who is still here, by all means, if you can, please shoot a follow, because our goal here at the Comfy Cafe podcast is to get streamers, either they be big, small, medium, doesn't matter the size, but just to get them out there. And if you're ever interested in, hey, I've never seen a streamer before, but I want to take a look, I want to check them out because they sound pretty cool. It's the best place. It's the best place to help people grow. And Moira, thank you for the
thank you for following.
Appreciate it. But yeah, it's a bridge. That's the best way I can explain it. It's a bridge to help all streamers and the whole community and everything. Because it's hard to grow on Twitch, mostly with where we are now, because everyone wants to stream, and there's always hidden gems, such as Tales of Taylor, Dizzy Q, Azure, so many more people. So many more people that you can that will be on this podcast, that you can come out, take a look at, listen, and if you pique your interest, maybe you can give them a follow. And that's the main goal of what we're trying to do. So if you can, we'll see, hopefully we'll see you guys next time. And also announcements before we end it off is the next guest. Hopefully it'll be my buddy Mayuki. She does D&D. She works for Team Radiance. If anyone knows that that organization, the gaming organization, and she's a variety streamer as well. She streams D&D, she streams Apex, League of Legends, all that fun stuff. So if you guys do want to come out next time, projected day I will try is December 11th. So keep that in mind. It's not solidified yet. December 11th is a possible day. It could be December 10th because we run either Fridays or Saturdays. I'll let you guys know that. But yeah, and then January 8th will be the podcast with SheepwaveTV, and that's gonna be a special.
Very cool. That's gonna be cool.
That one's gonna be a special one. I can't tell you why. I want to tell you guys, but I can't tell you because it's something very special.
I'm scared of SheepwaveTV. Yeah, me too. But I'm excited.
Yep. And you guys already know what kind of questions I will be asking him. So come in and let's just all laugh together while he's astronomical pain.
Yeah.
Yep. But again,
dude.
Taylor, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you. We need to get you to partner. We really need to get you to partner. We need to grow. We need to see you pop off, and that's the goal.
That would be great. That would be awesome, man.
Yep, because you make such great content, dude. You make such great content. I'm glad I can be a fan. I'm glad that we're able to meet, get to know each other, and everything. You don't know how thankful I am for that.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
And everyone else in the chat, appreciate you guys for stopping by. If you missed the stream, there is going to be a video going up on the Comfy Cafe podcast. It's going to be a YouTube channel. We do have it. If you can, I'll link it once the video is done on Twitter. So whatever you guys miss, you guys can come back and catch up to where you came in on the stream. And hey, you guys will probably see each other on the little chat I have there, which I still need to fix. Kind of squished.
Very epic.
But yeah, and then let's end it off with a raid. Is anyone on right now that maybe Quick Panic can pop over to his chat?
I don't think he's on right now. No.
See who is.
I have. I don't know if you're. I mean, I don't know if you want me to give you a recommendation or anything, but I do have
by all means.
a. Okay, so his name is G to the Next Level. He's a really cool YouTuber content creator. He does classic games. He does like retro games.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing random Genesis games with people's requests.
Can you send me the link to his name?
Yeah. Here, 1 second.
I can copy paste it in because we have to end it off with a nice to be nice. Courtesy of
for
TVQ.
sure. I will throw it in Discord for you. There you go. That's G. He's super cool. He might even be on an episode of the Wii Show.
Oh,
one day,
nice. All right,
yeah.
Pop that open. Let me pop open that. We're gonna go ahead and rate him, and if you guys can, just let him know, or tell him, stay comfy. You know what? Let's go with that. Nice to be nice, or stay comfy.
Beautiful.
Whichever one you guys want. But again,
thank you guys.
Thank you so much for coming, guys. Appreciate every single one.
Thank y'all.
Thank you so much, Tales of Taylor. And I say, hope all of you guys stay comfy. All right, let's go rate them. Give it a 10-second wait. All the love to everyone here, and hope you guys have a good weekend, and also you guys had a good Thanksgiving dinner yesterday.
Heck yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.